Victoria, what's up, love? Always the first one in here. Hi, Tigger. Yeah, were these napkins good, honey? Yeah, were they good? Yeah. Hmm? Did you tell Uncle Chef Aunt Victoria you got sick earlier? Because you ate your num-nums too fast? Jay. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Come here. Where they at? Where they at? Where are they? Where are they? What up, Chef? Oh, yeah, itchiness. What you doing? I see you, Amy. Oh no, she ate too fast. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she ate too fast. But mm-hmm. Yep, she's whirring. Mm. Damn. Uh-oh. What drama, llama? Why, baby? What's the matter, pretty girl? Yeah, she was up with Sarah. And she heard Daddy come home, so. And then now she's wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. Jay. Yeah, Jay, you wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. Hmm? Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. What's up, Turtle? He'll be deleting comments. Oh. Well, that's messed up, Turtle. That YouTube's doing that. Hmm. Mm-hmm. What's the 23rd chef? Yeah, YouTube is gay. What are you doing? What? 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 What, baby? What? What's the matter, baby? What? Meow. What? Hi, baby. What? Turtle. What, baby? What? Hi, baby. What? What? Yeah, everything is getting crazy. Yeah. Tiger. What, baby? Tiger. Boo.
Can you hear me all right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, I got my trunk phone charging, so I can't
Mm-hmm.
turn my camera on this one. Or does it want to set up? Damn it. Fuck it.
How you feeling? How'd everything
Oh,
go?
shit.
How'd the procedure go? I got my baby. What baby?
Two of them that they were wanting because I just couldn't handle it no more.
Right.
After 5, that was enough for me. At least I got the main ones.
Right.
So I seen you out in the field tonight. How'd that go?
Yep. Not good. I was
Sorry I missed it.
1A was with MBIP 1A. He was with.
Yeah, sorry I missed it. I was still
Oh no, you're
crashing.
good, dude. You're fine.
It's like every time I wake up, more shit stirred up in the shit storms. And I'm just like, damn. But I ain't even worried about that right now. I'm not gonna.
Right. You just focus on getting better, my man.
Come the 23rd, I'll address what I need to address to the people that need to be addressed about, and then that's that.
What? Huh? What? Oh, is that when you're able to get back on the tube?
I'll explain later.
Sounds good. Ouch. Itchy.
What
itchy.
up, Turtle? You in here? You piece of shit.
Piece of shit. I guess everyone don't like us.
You turd from down under?
Oh, Turtle. Yeah, I figured everyone would jump over here since Tim ended his live, but what, babies? Everyone would jump over here.
Oh, sorry. Turtle, yeah. Never mind, I won't say it. Forgot that word's like being accused of being racist term now.
Who's saying it's a racist term?
D word. Fucking idiots don't know what racist means anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't. Victoria, I'm doing better. A lot of pressure, a lot of pain, more discomfort than anything, though.
That's how I was when I had mine. A lot of
They said tomorrow's gonna be. They said tomorrow's gonna be worse.
Oh, because no or whatever. Did they numb you up?
No.
What?
No.
Oh, horse's asshole.
And I get there and they're like, I'm like, yeah, I got this pill I'm supposed to take when I get here, and they're like, you should have already taken that before you left the house.
What's going on, you fucking bunch of mad cunts?
What's up, my man?
What all the cool cunts doing?
All right, not much, my man. How you been?
Fucking dealing with dumb cunts that giving me money.
Yeah, right. Yep.
They want me to build stupid shit. They want me to build stupid shit. They pay me. Fuck them.
And then they ain't being dumb.
No, it is. It's like getting a rocket scientist to build a toaster.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting sick and tired of fucking basic bitches coming in and going, hey, can you do something really simple for me because I'm too much of a TV person to learn how to do it myself?
Right.
Like, fucking the TV shows don't teach you how to do this stuff. Like, social media doesn't teach you how to do this stuff.
Right.
Did you do any research? No. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I'm going to charge you another fucking 15 to 20% of what I was going to charge you.
I guarantee there's probably 15 videos on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I don't class YouTube as social media because it was people that just put up videos. It was just videos. It wasn't like Facebook and shit back when it started. It was just and then more informational shit and more educational, like fucking bloody was it how do videos and all that sort of, or how to videos and shit like this. And I was just like, oh, okay. And then it started to turn into fucking social media.
Right.
No, I've been saying there's probably 15 videos out there showing them how to make whatever they're trying to get you to make.
Bro, there's thousands. I mean, fucking thousands.
But if they want to pay you to do so, good, bro, go for it. You know, make that money, player. Make that money.
No, he's right.
I know, but I'm a hyperactive person. I hate it when I get told to do something simple when I'm not simple in the head.
Right.
It's as I said, it's like getting a fully qualified rocket scientist to build you a toaster.
Right.
To me, in my head, when I get put in those positions, I want to kill people. It's like, I went and learned all this shit just to fucking poke holes in things with my finger.
Right.
Like, fuck yeah, Eddie. But anyway, enough of that bullshit.
So you're saying you ain't gonna make me a toaster?
No, not unless you want a toaster that'll cook 4 or 5 loaves of bread at once.
Okay.
In slices. But it also has to have a slicer built into it. So you put the loaf of bread on, it slices it, drops it into the fucking toaster, toasts it, and then puts it on a fucking plate. Yeah, that I'll do. That I'll fucking do. Not a problem.
Right.
Because you're getting into mechanics and shit now.
Right.
Get it going and send it over.
Yeah. It's just I got to make it out of lightweight material. Otherwise, it's going to cost you a fuck ton for me to send it.
Right.
Just bring it over.
Yeah, your country won't let me in.
Bring it over when you come over on holiday.
Right.
Mate, if someone can sneak me into America, I would happily bring anything you need.
Us three will get shit faced off our ass.
Hey, this is what you do. There's a little country called Honduras. You land there, and then you just come north. They'll let you right on through.
Cool shit.
I mean, yeah, man. We don't have no locked borders down there.
Right.
They're letting like 100,000 people come over at a time every day.
Yep.
Yeah, and then busing them to fucking New York and fucking Chicago and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have one of you than 20,000 of them.
Oh, fuck yeah.
At least I know you got some skills and trades and shit and can do some stuff.
And I know how to do research. when it comes to shit I don't know how to do and I've never done before, I'll go and do research so that way I'm half clued on when I go to do it. So I'm not dumb going into a fucking job site. Just like every single one of my mates that gets a job that I've never fucking seen or heard of before, I'm the first person to go, oh, what tools do you get to play with? What trucks do you drive around? What fucking work sites do you fucking get to go on? Fucking like, and all this sort of shit. What equipment do you get to use? And then, oh, fuck, I've never seen one of those before. And then I'll go and look it up just for shits and giggles.
Exactamundo.
Hey, Scott.
What's up?
Can you pull up a screen for me?
You mean on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
You want me to send the link in the description or just tell you?
That, I mean, whatever's easier for you, brother.
Well, I didn't know if you could click on the link or in the chat or.
Yeah, I'll be able to. Are you gonna? I mean, you can add it to the live. Do you know how to do that?
No, I can't on my phone.
Oh, that's right. No, I'll look it up for you, brother. That's fine.
All right, look up riding shotgun.
Riding shotgun? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the guy that you follow, the trucker?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Is his the bald eagle?
I can't see
Yeah,
it.
66,000. Here, hold on. Let me do this. Oh, that's right. I got to bring it up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the eagle head as his picture.
Yeah, he's at 66,006. Damn, 666.
Yeah, I know, right? I started following him when he had like 2,000 something subs.
Right.
But I think it's the second video down.
Oh, she's cute. Mayan dancing.
Oh yeah, that's his daughter.
And she's a cutie.
Yeah. But I think it's the second video down.
Pulled up.
It's got the semi truck on the picture, 568.
The blue one. It says Springfield Underground Tunnel.
Yep. Click on that one.
Green light.
Yeah, click on that one.
Okay. That's all I need. I don't need to get slap what copyright.
My dad was a trucker when I was growing up.
I'm talking about the ad. It had the Tokyo Drift song.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, Mike won't copyright you. I've actually got permission to use his footage.
I'm not worried about that. I was just talking about the Tokyo Drift.
Right.
There we go. All right. Pause. Oh, he's going over a set of train tracks. Screen. Okay.
Yeah,
we got it up and running.
Hey, Turtle, check this shit out. Would you ever drive down in these? Or do you guys have these over there in Australia, maybe? You guys might. I don't know.
Yeah, we do in certain areas, but they're fucking like restricted sort of shit. You got to have some serious qualifications to be anywhere near a hole in the ground that you can drive a truck in. You sort of have to have mining status to be able to do that sort of shit.
This guy, his name's Mike. His handle is Mountain Man Mike. That's a CB handle and shit. But he's got some videos, bro, where he's driving through like blizzards and shit up in Colorado mountains.
Fuck that.
Springfield Underground.
Check this facility out.
Been having huge microphone problems.
I was wanting to show MMC this, but he'd already been down in there, so he already knows, They finally give Mark his 1K status. Scott.
Nice, man. Finally. About damn time.
I was talking to him. He's like, yeah, they took it away again. And I'm like, what? And I went and looked, and sure enough, and then I went back and looked again, and then they, like a few hours later, and he was sitting at like 1.01K.
Well, it's the next morning. Finally getting in there.
But you stayed there overnight?
Huh?
He stayed there overnight?
Yeah.
Because he said it's the next morning. He's like, I'm finally getting in there.
Yeah, because you got to have like, it's all restricted access, and
What?
you
Yeah,
got to go through a bunch of shit, like Turtle was saying.
yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, you got to have qualifications coming at your ass. Like,
Really?
you got to go through fucking, like, over here, you got to go through ASIO and all sorts of shit to make sure that you're not a fucking a terrorist and fucking all that sort of shit.
Right.
Yeah, I see a lot of people that come through, they'll like meet up with their loved ones or whatever. They'll park their truck there overnight, and then they'll go back to the house until the next day or whatever if they can. But what he's about to drive into, I've actually, when I was a teenager, we snuck down in there. And yeah, it's a trip.
Joe.
What is this, like some Area 51 shit?
What's that?
I said, what is it, like some Area 51 shit?
Oh, there's all kinds of crazy shit down in there. Yeah, they have they say there's no military arms down in there, but bullshit.
All underground facilities, whether they're a tunnel or an actual fucking underground building, have fucking military weapons in it.
Go down to Village 11, door 18.
But they're trying to connect this facility with another one similar to it in another town over, like 30-something miles away.
Fucking hell.
Say, don't tell me.
That just gives you an idea of how big this area is underneath.
Is that the entrance there, straight ahead?
Yep.
Damn.
I've seen a couple of your closed down Walmarts who've got this sort of shit on the property now. Kitty.
So Tigger feeling better?
Greenfield Underground.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all asking. Yeah, she ate too fast. And I think the food, like, it didn't, and it was hurting her stomach, and she's fine. She was fine after she threw up.
I feel the same way right now, Tigger. Don't feel bad.
Right.
You either need to eat slower or chew more.
A little bit of both.
Right. Damn, man. Here we go.
That girl right there just passed us. She was the one working on her truck when we pulled in last night.
Yeah, he hit me up whenever he was in town, but he hit me up on the old IG, and because I hadn't.
Damn, dude. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're like you said, BS that if there's not any armed, there's armed people.
Hey, what the fuck's behind those walls?
Did not want to be behind
Right.
this guy 'cause I don't think he knows what he's doing. told me to back in, and they will open the doors from the inside.
He had never been in here before. This was Mike's first time being down in here.
So you're telling me this is a full-sized underground facility?
Yep.
Underground highway.
Train tracks.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at right there.
Train tracks. Holy shit.
Those are loading docks straight ahead with the green flashing lights.
Yep.
Those are more loading docks.
Hey, MMC, how are you, my man? You want to come up in, brother?
Come on, dude.
MMC, yeah, buddy.
What's going on, brother?
I was just telling Scott.
Come on in, Florida Swamp Rat.
So if I was going to drive like this, I would put
That's his IG name.
Put my flashers on.
Come on up in, Moses.
Let somebody know to go around me.
Watch how he goes around this truck. This is hilarious. He gets a little irritated.
Right.
He's like, I ain't fucking waiting for you, motherfucker. You don't know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing.
You ain't fucking the cow. Get out of my way. I'm gonna fuck it.
Move it. Get the fuck out of me way.
You okay?
Yeah. Stop.
Hammer down in 29th gear in the landlord's rig on the 907. Get the fuck out the way, boys.
Y'all have places like this in Australia, Turtle?
Yeah.
Cool.
Not too many people talk about them.
Right.
Like our area 51.
Oh,
No one really knows that we've got our own area 51. That's run by the CIA.
There you go.
Mama
She's
said-
like,
He's like, I'm out of here.
get out of my way.
He gone. He's like,
I bet he
fucking
got-
later, cunt.
I bet he got in a little trouble for that, though.
I bet.
You know.
He could have caused a severe accident.
That's one thing you don't want to do that.
Huh?
Yep, at bumper car speeds.
Look at all them tractor
Look at the
trailers.
size of this fucking thing. Got me fucked up.
Well, 11:18. I don't know how they open them doors.
That kind of be fun
It's
to drive truck.
Yeah.
Dude, look at it. This thing goes on and on and on.
Oh, it goes for miles, man.
There he
Miles.
is. Hey, bud.
Hey,
What's going
what
on,
are you
Mojo?
trying to do to me, Chef? Dang.
At least their signage is pretty good.
I tell you what, it looks like, you know, on the camera, it looks like there's a lot of room in there.
Right.
There's not. When you got to try to get to a dock,
Right.
and you got to do what they call a 6x6 or a 4x4. That means you
Right.
can only turn your wheel 4 to 6 inches at a time. You pull forward, back up, pull forward, back up, 6 inches at a time, and
Damn.
try to put a semi-trailer in between the trailers that are already there.
Right.
There isn't 53 feet across
Right.
there.
53. Right. A 53 footer.
There's not 53 feet in between them trailers and them pillars over there.
Damn.
It is tight.
Right.
I tell you what, once you back a semi in a place like this in the underground,
All right.
You a pro.
that's an accomplishment.
Right.
I miss it though. So how you doing, Chef and Turtle and Scott?
I had to
Doing all
go
right,
get.
brother. How about yourself?
I'm doing good.
That's
Yeah,
good.
man, I'm getting there
That's
slowly.
always a good thing. You have fun with the little ones over the weekend?
Yeah, I did. Look how he's got to back into this a little bit at a
Right.
time, man. A little bit at a time.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy.
Dude.
Man, I could see my dad going on an absolute fucking rampage in the first fucking 2 hours of doing this sort of shit.
Imagine 4 teenagers sneaking down in there, having a heyday. We almost got caught.
What?
Using our doors, we have to
Yeah.
open them up.
Damn.
Before we back up to a door. But here they're saying, "Oh yeah, just back up, leave your doors closed." Okay.
And
Yeah, go set my axles.
Yep, set your axles, Mike.
And released.
is this a
Gonna be
friend of
worse.
yours, Chef?
I talked to the guard last night.
What's that, MMC?
Well,
Is this a friend of yours?
he's like, well,
Yeah, this is Mountain Man Mike I was telling you about.
Oh, Mountain Man Mike. Okay.
No, probably tomorrow, huh? And you guys
You know, riding shotgun.
Oh, heck yeah. I love riding shotguns, videos and stuff. I watch watch his videos all the time when I get road sick.
Victoria's our little CI.
Do you follow his? Do you follow his second?
Yeah, I can
follow
pause
his
it for you,
second
brother.
channel?
Yeah. Yep.
I catch some of his lives every once in a while.
Right.
Yeah, he don't do a bunch of the live stuff yet. He's starting to.
Well, a guy that I know is that works for CFI. He's riding with Dave,
Oh, okay.
and he does the ride along videos, and he works for CFI. In fact, CFI sponsors him to do the videos so they
Right
can
on.
use them for training and recruiting purposes.
Right.
Hell yeah. Oh. Steps are not my friend. Right now, anyway.
Right.
I just had to take my dog out.
Man.
Oh, but yeah, he's got another channel. It's called Relaxation Highway,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just him driving. They don't have any of him doing any commentary because a lot of people don't like things that he might talk about.
Right.
And but yeah, it's like some of those videos are like 2 hours long and shit.
Right, Tigger.
That he puts up the Relaxation Highway ones.
Right.
I'll drop
So
that link in there.
These MMC are those like huge curtains in front
No,
of him?
that's
Yeah,
wrong.
that's dead ahead of him. Those are large curtains right there. That's another passageway that they'll open up every once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, see, there's like multi businesses have storage facilities down in there, like craft cheese, craft anything, not just cheese, but craft products. Philadelphia.
Anything that needs refrigeration.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the underground stays at a certain temperature year round, all the time.
What up, Joe?
Jacksonville Joe, how you doing, brother?
What's
Hey,
up,
Joe.
Cuzzo?
Going on, brother?
But yeah, he gets out of the truck and like walks up to, I think, one of them areas. It might be that area. I'm not sure.
Right.
But
what, Tigger? What's the matter, baby? Daddy doesn't want to give you any more, honey. You're gonna throw up again.
So remember, Chef, whenever the shit hits the fan, you know where to go raid.
oh yeah,
Right.
No, these places you stay away from.
I already know the back. I already got the back entrance and the shit set up. I already know where to go, how to get down in there.
Fuck that. I'm going and finding a cave, a naturally formed cave, not somewhere that's man-made where other men would be that might shoot me when I turn up. Like, fuck that. No thanks. I'm not becoming some cunt's fucking slave or some cunt's fertilizer. Fuck no.
I can picture Turtle now. Fuck off, you cunts.
That's it. Go fuck yourselves, you dog rooting cunts. I'm fucking out. Later.
Right.
Turtle said, "I'll go find a bear for his cave."
Like, fucking oath, mate. Couple of fucking toxic broadheads through the fucking through the entrance, mate. Fucking anything in the way of that, mate. It's fucking phew, fucking meatworms.
Yeah, they do got.
I just was sitting here watching Stranger Things and decided to see what was going on tonight and seen you guys playing this video, and it was like,
Yeah, bring back some memory time, MC.
Yeah, it does. Brings back a lot of memories.
Well,
I said, I miss the road.
Well, I appreciate you, MMC. I mean, it's men and women like you that like keep the food on our tables and keep our supplies coming. And if we didn't have you truck drivers, we would definitely be up shit's creek without a paddle.
Bro. Without trucks, the world stops.
Right.
Right.
We've got stickers all over fucking big rigs here, man. Road trains, you name it, man. They got big stickers on the back or on the bull bar stating, the fucking, if trucks stop, so do the fucking world.
You want to know something, Turtle? I always wanted to get to Australia because I had a friend that was called the Australian Cowboy that came here to the States to drive. And that's one thing I always wanted to try to do was get to Australia and just at least drive a road train one time.
Yeah, man. Fucking oath. Get yourself behind a fucking tanker and tow 4 trailers, mate. With a triaxle rig.
I've seen those. And those things are
man.
massive.
They're the ones that go through Central Australia and shit.
Once, right?
Yeah. But our trailers are a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter than yours. Like your one big trailer, ours is only like 2/3 of that, but we have 3 to 4 of them.
30, 35 feet?
Somewhere in about there.
Okay.
35 to 38 foot. And I think they haul anywhere from 4 to 6 at a time.
Okay.
They can only tow 6 in rural areas where there's literally next to fucking no traffic at all. Right. they can do 4. Some do 5. In the mines and shit, they still use road trains in the mines, and they can tow up to fucking, some of those cunts have got like fucking 8 trailers on the bastards. Damn. Just being towed around the mine site.
Could you imagine that though, having 8 trailers behind you?
Yeah,
I'd be freaking out.
Dude, do you know how much you get paid a year? Like your yearly income is about $110,000 to $120,000 a year.
Damn.
Yeah. And that's literally starting off. That's you. But this is your first year on the fucking site.
Right. and
then it just gets more from there.
And you see these guys that have to have these trailers that's got like 30 wheels on them, and they haul extra large freaking loads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have to be escorted. Yep. Them buggers make dang good bucks.
Yeah, well, just the spotters, the 4-wheel drive or the car that they have in front of them that follows them around, that drives ahead, that has big fucking signs on the roof saying wide load, big watch out, it's coming. And fucking those dudes get paid a shit ton just for sitting in a car, just driving down the road, get to an intersection and wait for the truck to turn up, and then drive to the next intersection, wait for the truck to turn up, drive to the next intersection, wait for the truck to turn up. And these guys are on like 30 plus an hour.
What's up, man?
What up, Kyle?
Going on, man?
No style.
Hey, Kyle.
Kyle, quit lying. You got style, man. Quit lying.
What's up, Victoria? Yeah, getting into these caves is something else, man. I've been to 4 facilities here in the United States.
Right.
That are all underground.
Yeah, for a long time, I didn't know that there was so many. I thought there was like 1 or 2 throughout the whole U.S. and being out on the road traveling like I was, I found out that was not true. I'm like, holy shit!
So they got them all over the United States.
Right.
Some of them that you'll never know about.
Right.
Yeah, they got that one in Utah. It's like, I don't remember how big it was, but it's humongous.
Right. So, I mean, you don't have to tell us, MMC, but like when you were in your accident, what happened? Did somebody cut you off and you tried to avoid him and your load shifted and you tipped your truck over?
Yeah, it was. In fact, it was another semi driver that did it to me. He was bobtail. And I was in the right lane because I was going past the National Guard.
Right.
And he was getting impatient, and we came up to an area where it went to 3 lanes, but it had 2 lanes of merging traffic, and it just happened to be at rush hour around this city.
Right.
And when it went 3 lanes, he went to the left, came around me, came back over, and he decided to pull a brake check. And I mean, he was sliding his tires and everything else,
right,
trying to get me to rear end him. But then I had the merging traffic coming on, so I couldn't take the out and go to the right. So I had to try to go. I went to the left.
Right.
And when I went to the left, the load shifted and took me over.
And over you went.
Yeah.
Man.
And there was no traffic.
Though, MMC. I'm glad
there wasn't no traffic cameras or nothing. And the only thing I seen after I went over is he took the first exit and disappeared. They haven't caught that idiot yet.
What a fucking cocksucker. If you're watching this, you're a piece of shit. And you should have your license pulled.
You know, but it was hard coming off of the road and having to readjust. But like I said, everything happens for a reason. And
I understand, MMC.
You know, it's just I had to learn to accept it.
Right.
You know, at my age and everything, it's time to come home and take care of my wife and everything. And I guess that's the way the good Lord decided to tell me.
Right.
So, how bad did you get hurt on that, MMC?
In the beginning, man, I was having problems with my legs and everything. I already had a bad back. And when I went over, the jarring and everything from rolling over, man, jarred my back even more. The armrest and the seat belts did a number on my, it dislocated my right shoulder.
Oh my God.
And that seat belt really did a number on my ribs. I think it broke them. And I never went to see a damn doctor.
Really?
Ooh.
They didn't make you?
MMC, I salute you, man. You a tough mofo.
Yeah, brother.
Like
I'm sort of proud to sort of walk in the same path as somebody else.
right.
You know,
A lot of shit I've never come to hospital for, and now I'm suffering later on in life for it.
I'm just stubborn and bullheaded, and I don't trust doctors.
Yeah, man. I'm the same. Too tough for that shit. Panadol, Band-Aid, you be right. Get back out there.
Yeah. I'm an old country dude. If there ain't no bones sticking out the skin and I ain't bleeding,
that's it.
You're all right. Carry on.
That's what I was always told as a kid by the adults. When you fall over and shit, they just look at you and go, "You bleeding? Nah.
Right,
is there bones sticking out? Nah.
Right.
You're all right. Get back out there. Go on. Jump back on your bike. Fuck it right around.
Go play. Walk it off. You'll be all right.
Yep.
And like, and like you see like these young people, like, you know, they go around and they're like they'll get a freaking headache and they'll complain about it. I mean, this man rolled his truck and like didn't go to a hospital. Like,
I laid up in a hotel room for 2 weeks and took care of myself.
I salute you,
Damn.
man. That's like, woo.
Yeah.
That's tough as coffin nails, that shit.
Right. That's why he the Moses of YouTube.
Well, now, I look at it this way. You know, my father lost his legs lost his leg and part of his right leg. He was caught in a mixing machine at the fertilizer plant that he worked at.
Oh, and shit.
If he could survive that shit and carry on and rebuild the house and everything else on one fucking leg, I'm like, if he can do it, I can do it.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And then I met Jim and what he's been through it. If he can be as tough as nails and shit and carry on, so can I.
Right.
That's right.
Fucking oath, mate.
Right.
You had to go have a bunch
Steph,
of...
you went through some shit too, didn't you? And you're here to tell about it.
Oh yeah, I've been. I've had many.
Turtle's got stuff. He don't want to.
Oh, I can. I've got plenty of knee surgery stories. Like, I've got one knee that I've had over 10 surgeries on and had a heap of shit removed. I've had steel rods, screws. I've had bone grafts from dead people. I've had all sorts of weird shit.
Right.
I've got the arthritis of a 75-year-old. Like, I've got paperwork coming out the arse of just fucking arthritis, man. I've had the meniscus removed. I've got like fucking well over 70% of the cartilage overall in my knee just completely destroyed. Like, my bones look like fucking they're covered in cobwebs from all the fucking the bloody hairline fucking spider wire fucking fractures and shit that you get from fucking arthritis.
Right.
And being a hyperactive sports addict, doing skateboarding, football, indoor cricket, mountain biking, dirt bikes, running amok in the bush all the time, working my ass off. Yeah, it's fun these days.
Yeah, and you know, I gotta salute you too, man. I mean, all them surgeries and everything else, and you're still up and still going and still battling.
Right.
Yeah, well, I have a similar story to what you were saying about your father with if he could build a house with one leg, what's wrong with everybody else? My grandfather spent like 3.5 years in Changi camp in World War II, and he came back with all his fingers and toes, and after all the shit he got put through and had to see, on Anzac Day, all he did was just disappeared in his shed for that one day because he didn't want to celebrate the war in any way, shape, or form. Right. And I mean, if he lived to a ripe old age, what's wrong with everybody else?
I know a lady.
He starved like a motherfucker and watched his friends be tortured and mutilated and killed and shit. and people run into the ground and buried and stuff. That was his life for a few years. If he could deal with that and come back and not do the PTSD and all that sort of stuff, which didn't really come around until fucking, I don't know, it was well after World War II. If he can deal with that and suffer all that shit, I can do the same thing.
Right.
I can do the same thing.
Right.
I knew a lady who was scalped by a laminator at work, and she was back to work.
Lord.
It took her about 6 months to come back to healing, but she was back at that same job and still doing it to this day.
That's it. Never be scared of something that happened. You know what I mean?
Most people would be like, I can't do that job no more. Yeah, she was back at it.
I've seen that with my own eyes. I've actually seen somebody get hurt at work, but yet in their personal life they jump dirt bikes. Right. Like they do full blown like Crusty Demons of Dirt, Metal Militia freestyle shit, and yet they got hurt at work and then went, oh yeah, no, I can't do that job anymore. I'm scared. But yet you fucking literally put your life at risk every time you jump on that fucking two-wheel like monstrosity. Like fucking like wake up to yourself.
I know.
If you fear death, why the fuck were you born?
Right.
Please, someone answer that question for me.
My old pastor broke his leg in 3 places a week before going pro in dirt bikes.
Oh,
that's how he got saved.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
One of the most amazing stories I've ever heard. Because he tried to make a deal with God. If my legs broke, I'll sell my bike. Well, he thought to himself he had 3 bikes.
Right.
Well, God's like, all right, I got you. His leg was broken 3 places. He sold all 3 of his bikes.
Damn.
He rides a motorcycle now, but he just got out of the dirt bike thing. I mean, he got saved. Changed a lot of people's lives.
I didn't know we had Kyle up in here. Right on. Hey, with Kyle, what's going on, brother?
How's it going? Just walking to work.
And like Turtle was saying, we've got a generation now that was raised and told, well, you got this mental condition and this, that, and the other, and you're going to have to take these pills all your life, so you can just function to get through the day. And they use it as a crutch and as an excuse. They wind up with low self-esteem and they don't believe in themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
But
and they rely on the internet for a job with no guarantees of anything.
Or government for a handout. I'm seeing a turnaround. I work in the fast food industry. I work at a Dunkin' Donuts.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, the kids are the ones that are wanting to work. We get these people my age. I'm the oldest one that works there. Nobody my age, if they start, they last a couple weeks. They're gone. Anybody between my age and 10 years younger doesn't last.
Yep. I started full-time work at the age of 13 in a transport yard, unloading and loading trucks, stacking pallets. I was 13.
Yeah. At 13
I loved every minute of it.
At 13 years old, I was working out in the fields, picking and everything, and then working in the packing houses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And loading the trucks and everything else at 13 years old.
I was working at 15.
At 13.
My first job was at a restaurant. I was a cook / dishwasher.
Yep.
And that's the
still physical labor, man. That's still physical labor.
These kids want a handout, and like try living back in our day, man. where we earned, where we had to work to earn what we have.
At 13, I was cleaning my stepdad. My stepdad owned a dump truck business, and I was cleaning trucks, polishing wheels at 13 years old.
Hell yeah, man! Fucking oath. That's the way, brother.
Mama Chef going to bed, Scott. She said good night.
All right, Mama Chef. You have a good one, darling.
All right.
You take it easy. Look after yourself.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready to get back to this video?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it.
I'm gonna be out of time here pretty soon, and I won't be able to move. So I need to
Yeah,
know.
he's talking about being out of time and
You know,
shit.
if they call me, I can't run.
Right.
Because once your truck rolls faster than 5 miles an hour, it
Right.
puts you in work mode instead of doc or what do they call that, MMC? When you're not in work mode.
Yeah, I
It's kinda like-
recognize that blue truck.
Yeah.
See the haze over there.
Yeah, electronic logging devices, man.
Wallet.
They'll try to push you right to the limit. And he may have got there and still
Sometimes
had
they
time on
ask
his
for your
clock
ID.
and then had to go off duty.
So you
But
should
if
always
you move
bring
your
in your
clock,
pen,
move your truck more than 5
your
miles an
wallet,
hour,
your
it puts you
phone.
on duty.
Right.
When you
And
go talk
it'll
to
mess up your electronic
shippers or
logging
receivers.
real quick.
They ask
What happened to the good old
snitch
days of paper logs and keeping 2 logs?
for your ID, and your wallet's sitting in your truck.
Right.
Doesn't either one of you any good.
Shit, back in the outlaw trucking era, we used to have 2 or 3 log books.
I like to
Right?
tell them, I go,
I grew up in a truck. My
I don't have
stepdad
an
was a
ID.
driver.
I don't need one to
I
vote.
grew up around truckers.
I don't need one to drive.
Here,
And they look
I
at
don't
me
have
all
an
weird.
ID.
I go, JK, here.
If I don't need one to vote, then I
Of
don't
course I
need one
have
to
one.
drive. Yeah, that place is humongous.
Yeah, it is.
Why the fuck have they got catwalks as fucking guardrails? What the fuck?
Beats me, brother. Beats me.
They got platforms as the guardrails.
Good morning.
Look,
Look
that's
at me.
Oh,
Red light, green
fuck me, drunk. What a way to waste fucking. Oh, dude.
Squid Game.
Put a few extra bars in the frame? Nah, fuck that, man. We'll just screw this
red lights are
fucking.
loading,
Oh,
green light, we
dude.
come in, park along that wall, come back in and get the paperwork.
And look how he's backed all the way in.
And look how
right?
far
And
he's
look
sticking
how
out.
far his how far his truck's sticking out.
We bring the caddy down here and it doesn't have to get beat up by the sun, hail damage.
Yeah, he's got a Cadillac that's bad ass.
Oh, look, there's a Holden Commodore with a Chevy badge.
From just bird and shit.
It is.
What's
it's a
he
Holden
calling?
Commodore with a Chevy badge.
That's an Impala.
Yeah.
We call them Impala.
Well, you know how they did the reboot of the Pontiac Gto? That's an actual Holden Monaro. They took the design after they did a 24-hour race over here in Bathurst, and they come first and second against Lamborghinis, like fully decked out Lambos, Ferraris, Porsches, and all that sort of shit. And Pontiac went, "We want that. We're going to put a bigger motor in it," and it went nowhere.
Well, see, I just found out that most of these Impalas that were that you see came over from Australia.
Yeah, and they just rebadged
What's he
them.
doing? Peeking behind the curtains?
Yeah.
When I'm filming.
Yeah, because all they had to do was change the steering wheel cover, the front grille, the rear the rear boot lid. Depending on where the badge was, if the badge was sunk into the boot, then they had to change the boot lid. And I think it was the glove box had Holden on it, or Commodore, and they had to change the glove box fucking lid. And then it was bang, it was a Pontiac or a Chevy.
Okay, so red light. What
There's
is
a new
that?
Bessie
Does
right
that
there.
mean they're loading his truck?
Yeah, that's his truck right in front of him.
Full of bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the red light means that you're locked to the dock.
Okay.
This will
And
be
they're
heavy enough
loading.
to cut through any type of weather because it's soda pop. But
red light, green light.
Yeah,
I used to work at Estee Lauder for security.
Might be like 50 minutes,
and
45 minutes short.
And I worked in the docks, and oh man, the paperwork and logging, woo-wee, it's crazy. And then we would have to take the those things that you cut to take off the trailers to unlock them, the tags or whatever.
He had an easy back. He had all 3 docks open. Just imagine if there was another 2 trucks
Right.
at the
Right.
first 2 docks,
Right.
and they
Oh,
tried
I've
to put
seen
him
it.
in that third one.
Yeah,
Or
I've
the one in
seen
between
trucks
the
come
two.
close to colliding when they were backing in.
But this is a proven fact, Scott. The longer the trailer, the easier it is to back in.
Just
Right.
got to watch them tandems.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I'd rather back a full 53 footer than I would a 12 or 13 footer.
It'd be pretty wild. You come down here to work, it's all sunny.
That's more curtains on the side there, Scott.
You pull out,
That's,
storm going on out there. You never
to me, that's unsettling.
Them are more tunnels and shit.
Yeah, that's more tunnels than
going
road
to
cars.
like something you would see in a freaking zombie movie.
Is this like a coal mine or?
No, it's an underground storage facility.
Underground, like where a tunnel with like a warehouse, like a fully functional operating facility. Oh, you okay, Digger? Yeah, you almost fell off of Daddy's lap. You all right? Meow.
Yeah, watching it makes me homesick for real.
Yeah, my second home.
Like, I got a lot of memories of that area.
Where's this at?
Southwest Missouri.
Let's see. I've been in the Springfield, Keokuk, Iowa. There's a place outside of Vegas. I've been to mines in Ohio, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I've been to the one in Pennsylvania. I've been to the one in Ohio. I haven't been to the Vegas one.
You have one in Ohio like this?
Yeah.
What's the one?
They got
I want to go to this.
They got another one over there by Kansas City.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, where's the one in Pennsylvania? Is it out like by Pittsburgh or something?
No, it's more over toward the Ohio, over by Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's what I.
Oh yeah, yeah, over in the Pittsburgh area.
That's
the one in
great.
Ohio is probably over by Pennsylvania, ain't it?
No, it's above the Kentucky and Ohio state line.
It's over by Cincinnati.
Below Cincinnati. If you look where the A9A that cuts up from
Yeah, it's right there parallel
out
to
of
the river.
Virginia,
Right.
and comes out in Cincinnati, they've got mines along the river.
Oh, okay.
And then on the other side of the river,
I
got
drove through that. I drove through Ohio. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She goes, yeah, they're about 7 miles away. I go, okay, and the truck stops. And he goes, yeah. I go, I just don't know what it looks like. I wanted to bring it back.
That place is so huge. Golly. But my very first job, I was 12 years old, and I was lumping trucks.
So far, I've been always legal.
I'd unload a whole entire 53-foot truck in 2.5 hours by myself.
Right.
Depend on the product. If it was bananas, it'd take me about maybe 3.5, 4 hours.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. I worked overnight, and I remember those days of loading and unloading trailers.
But we always had skid sheets. We never had pallets, so we get there, we had to stack everything in fresh pallets, wrap it, and then send it on. Yep.
Right.
You should have it figured out.
But I got paid good money for doing it.
Now, if I was...
My stepdad was like, well, if I'm going to pay somebody else, I might as well just pay you to do it.
Right.
Right.
So, I ain't gonna lie, looking for someone you already got. That first trailer, that sucked ass.
because it was all canned goods from the floor to the ceiling on skid sheets.
Yep.
I can get it really close.
Yep.
But like I said, I was 12 years old. I was,
Loaded ones.
I had the energy and shit to do it.
Right.
I got paid $225 at 12 years old.
That's how much of a
Nice.
bitch it is. This is pretty cool down here.
Blew it all in the arcade machines.
Oh,
Hey man, trucks.
I would love when you'd have a what are they called? Fuck, what are they called? Like some of them are electronic where you not a forklift.
Are you talking about jacks?
Yeah,
toe jacks?
something like that. Yeah, but the electric.
Yeah, like pallet jack.
Yeah,
Pallet
the
jack,
pallet
yeah.
jacks, and then you go to put it in, and you bring the load out, and as you're bringing the load out, you just see the pile of just go, woo.
I've done that with a
I
forklift.
can't tell you how many countless times I've had that fucking happen. Oh, such a
Oh.
pain in the balls.
That's the problem with these Elons.
I had a double stack pallet of canned goods, and I was putting it up on the sky rack, which is like the 3 racks up in the air. And I had my forklift maxed out, and I went to back up a little bit, and then the thing died and it jolted so much it shifted the weight.
Shit.
Everything went over. Luckily, I had a cage and shit around me, but yeah, that was scary.
I would imagine so.
Fun
Have you ever
enough to clean up.
Have you ever used a forklift to pull out a pallet of soft drink, and say about two rows from the bottom, the whole corner smashed in? So you know it's going to collapse when you pull it out,
Yes,
right?
yep.
Because it's leaning up. It's leaning up against the fucking container.
Yep.
Try being inside the container, halfway in, pulling this thing out, and the whole thing just fucking falls and shit just goes off like fucking 1,000,001 grenades.
Mate.
Like
I
you
would
get
be-
covered
I'd be
in
flipping
shit.
And
Like-
that was due to the guy
Oh.
that loaded it. He came in with the pallet too high and hit them bottom 2 rows and collapsed them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, and then it just goes, woo.
Yeah. I had that happen to me fucking like, I think it was 2 or 3 times, and fuck me. Had to go
Hey,
straight into the fucking smoko room, have a shower, come back out. Fuck.
Look at that
Hey,
peak back there.
MMC.
I wonder if he's got 8-inch stacks on it. Yeah.
Hey, you know why JB Hunt drivers can't haul tankers?
No, why?
Because they keep drowning putting the load locks in.
Oh, jeez.
There's Mike the Choke Chicken.
Yeah, I miss that place.
Heaters on. Turn the heater on.
Yeah, there's the chicken.
Oh yeah, Mike the choking chicken. That's how you'll know if that's his truck, because he'll always have that chicken hanging in the window, and the chicken's hanging by its neck.
Yeah. A mate of mine's fucking stepdad had a bloody 8-ball team, a pool team. They were called the Chicken Stranglers Incorporated.
Right. Kyle, are you walking into work?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, he's hoofing
I
it.
tip my hat to you, brother. I remember them days, man.
I walk to work every day. My wife will usually pick me up, but I ain't having her take the kids out.
Hey, man, I salute you, brother. I remember
What
those
time is
days,
it?
man.
It's 3:30. I'll be in
Okay.
there for.
Right.
You don't have to give the exact location. So, are you in Ohio?
Yeah, Northwest.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I've been through there a lot.
And we're literally driving on top of it.
I live in a little college town. And it's not that big of a town, but we have 2 colleges. So we're one of the busiest Dunkins in Ohio. So,
Oh, okay.
What do you what is that? What do you like? Are you Toledo?
It's Tiffin.
Okay.
It's a little town, it's south of Toledo.
Okay, I got
Do you
you.
see? Hey, Scott, do you
What?
see those things on the side? Back that up for a sec.
Yeah, hold on.
You live in a
Yes, sir.
town that is called a burnout move.
Just like 20 seconds.
Did you say Tiffin?
Tiffin,
Like-
Tiffin.
Oh, okay.
Tiffin, Ohio.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Tippin. I'm like,
Right.
what? There's a place in America that's like, because if you look up burnout Tippin, like Tipin, you'll understand what I was thinking.
Actually, we
As
have
soon
a
as I
place
heard
called.
Tippin, I was like, burnouts. Wow.
See those little deals in the background there, Scott? Not the hay bales, but
yeah, right.
Oh, hang on, it's coming up. Sorry, I thought we were already there.
Right.
You'll see these big tubes.
Feel underground.
Here in a second, he'll pan over and you'll see them.
They gotta have ventilators all around it. And we're literally driving on top of it.
Yeah, he's on top of the cave right now.
That's what these things must be over here.
Here, right there.
Yeah.
That's part of the ventilation system. Okay.
Okay, so it goes down into the.
Yeah, that's what allows fresh air to cycle through the caves.
Yeah, I mean, especially with all them truck fumes and shit.
Well, there's manhole. There's like big manhole covers and stuff with ladders going down for servicing. That was where we snuck in.
I didn't hear nothing.
I was like 14 years old.
Right.
That was over 30-something years ago. Fuck them. We
And
didn't
another place is the salt caves in Missouri.
Yeah. I like riding this back road back in the day on the bikes. Boy, that was fun.
I guess 49. Get to the 49 and then zip up to the 70 Kansas City there.
See, he's up on a plateau, so like 90% of the weather that comes through, it'll split. It'll either go to the north or the south or both.
Southwest of it.
Yeah, he's near Route 70. Right?
No, he's actually close to the original Route 66 stretch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this is coming out of the backside of Springfield area. I wish he would have went through the actual town.
Yeah, I think I saw I-60 or 160, whatever that was.
No, I-60.
I-60.
Yeah, you got 60, 65, 44, 160.
He's on the 160.
Okay. That's what it was. It said 160.
Yeah.
It's like 10 guys up on a roof doing a roofing job.
But yeah, it's like a big rectangle. So you got 44 on the north that goes east and west. Then you got 65 that runs north and south. That's on the east side. And then you got 13, which is now, what do they call that, 49?
Yeah, I think they switched it to 49. I think it was the double M, wasn't it?
No, 71 turned into 49.
Yeah.
That's what it.
Okay.
Yeah, 71. They actually made it a real interstate instead of a state highway. So it's an international highway now. So it's 49. But and then 160 is on the west side. That goes north and south. Then you have actual 60 that runs east and west, and that's on the south side. And all those highways interchange with one another at the corner points. But yeah, these back roads here are badass to ride bikes at. Because there's really not much highway except for a few semis and then a few cars every once in a while. He's got one video he posted. It shows him up in Colorado, and it's like this type of weather, but a little colder. The trees are not green because of the weather, the season that he was in. But he goes through the, I think it's the Eisenhower Tunnel.
Yep.
And as soon as he gets through the tunnel on the other side of the Continental Divide, it's like a total blizzard. It was crazy.
I've been up across there, come up out of Denver, and I used to pick up at the mine. Oh hell, what was the name of that place? Silverthorne.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yep.
And you climb up at that Silverthorne. You climb up 14,000 feet.
You remember the bulldozer guy?
I sort of kind of remember him.
You know what I'm talking about up there in Colorado? Did you hear about that, Scott?
What's that?
The guy that took the bulldozer and made it into a tank?
Oh, yeah. The
Killdozer.
killer dozer.
Yeah, Killdozer.
Yeah, the Killdozer. Mike knew him.
Really?
Yeah, because he's from that same area up there in Granby.
Okay.
Yep.
And he was telling a story. He's got a video on here about it. But he was telling the story, and he was like in the office. He was dropping a load off or whatever. He worked for a cement company at the time up in there. He drove one of those cement pump trucks. And anyway, he went up in there to do something, and that guy that was the Killdozer dude, I can't remember what his name is, top of my head, but he was up in there just going off and everything, and he leaves. And then when Mike was, I guess, when he first became an over-the-road driver doing long haul, that was when all that went down.
Right.
But yeah, that was crazy. Dude went through the whole entire town, destroyed the city hall, the bank, basically anybody that done him wrong.
Yeah, it's because what the city did to him was wrong.
Yeah, it was.
That's crazy.
They cut off access to his water or sewer, and then kept charging him more and more, shutting down his business. They took his livelihood from him.
Well, they told him that he had to hook up. He had his own, I guess, like a septic system and everything. And they were like, no, you got to hook up to the
city.
Well, they took it off, but then he had his own septic, and then they're like, no, you got to hook up to the city. And he paid like, I don't remember how many. It was like thousands, like $25,000, $50,000 or whatever, to have all the work done. And then they denied him, and because they were trying to push him out because they wanted that land.
Yeah.
That he was on. And he was
They
just
cut
like,
off
nope.
road access to him.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't saying what he did was right, but I can understand how he was at his breaking point.
Yeah. He was only making a statement because he was armed to the teeth and didn't fire a single shot.
Yep.
That was the thing.
Except for the one that he done himself.
He wasn't out to kill anybody. He was out to just relieve stress. Like he was taking a baseball bat to a bunch of friggin' letterboxes sort of type shit. I've had enough. Fucking time for me to friggin' make a stand, and that was his stand. And they popped him for it.
That's nuts.
Yeah, but he didn't fire a single shot.
No.
And he had 3 friggin' high-powered fucking rifles, like big boy guns, as far as I can remember.
Yeah. The only shot he fired was the one that took his life.
There's something going on down there. 2 cops just pulled into a store. When I walked by, there was a cop car, no cop in it. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Hey, Victoria, how you doing, girl?
Hold in there.
So does he still do the lives?
Yeah. Well, he's been having issues with his phone and camera setup and shit, and so that's why he hasn't really posted anything, because he's got footage, but the audio and shit's just been really crappy because of his mic issues. So he's been dealing with his phone company and then trying to get it all squared away. And because he finally did drop a video recently, but kind of explaining it. But I just can't believe he was so close to me, and I was supposed to went and had dinner with the dude and drank a beer, but we
Well, that's like my friend Mud Music. He runs from Ohio down here to Florida all the time, and I'm trying to arrange it so when he comes down to Florida, I could meet him somewhere. You know, at least buy the dude dinner or something.
Yeah.
Like it would go and upload, and then it would just shut down and start over again. It'd be like 95%. Go. It's almost done.
Yeah, that's the Ozarks right there, buddy.
100%. I'm like, what the heck happened? I finally got it off and running.
You want to go check out one of his snow videos, Scott? You can. They're pretty cool.
The one that he drove up through coming up out of Denver, coming back up across over to where he went up across up past Aspen, Colorado, and everything in the snow, in the blizzard.
Oh,
that
the
is wild.
Snowmageddon?
Yeah, the Snowmageddon. That is. I mean, when you're driving through a snowstorm where you can barely see the front end of your truck.
Right. That's how you know the visibility is shit.
Yeah, see if you can find that one, Scott.
And during the blizzard, driving in that kind of stuff, man, you got to keep your eyes and your head moving because them snowflakes will hypnotize your ass.
Right.
Yeah, it becomes like static on old TVs.
Yeah.
You lose focus.
It will. It'll literally hypnotize you.
Yeah.
I think he's getting ready to come up on one of the little lakes around here.
Heavy rain does that as well. Like really heavy downpours where you can only see like 3-4 meters in front of you through the windscreen.
Oh, there's the 60 you just crossed.
Yep.
Yep.
And the 60 will run back to the 360, back to the 44.
He's like, peace.
Yeah, that's how he signs off all the time. Peace.
Fucking self pressure banging. That's the question.
Mom's like, he needs some new gloves. Those are all raggedy. I'm like, Mom, he wears those because they don't have fingers intentionally, and she thought maybe the fingers that fell off of them.
Driving gloves.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my other phone to charge so I can switch my camera.
Here's another thing that a lot of people don't understand on them back roads like that.
Yep.
When two semis pass, them mirrors are only about 6 inches apart.
Right.
Have you ever clapped a mirror before?
When I first started driving out, when I was hauling fertilizer for a fertilizer company, yeah. And I tell you what, and you have your driver's window down, man, there ain't nothing like getting slapped in the face with a bunch of glass.
Oh, yeah.
Chef, which one you want me to play, brother?
All right, guys, I'm at work. I will holler at y'all later.
Yes,
all right,
take it easy, brother.
Have a
look
good
after
day,
yourself.
man.
Yep.
Make that money, man. Make that money.
That's it.
All right, man.
It's called Snowmageddon.
Snowmageddon? Okay.
Yeah, it'll be called Snowmageddon is the title.
Snowmageddon. Snowmageddon. Oh, damn, he about lost his shit. Damn, look at that.
Yeah, it don't take nothing for the truck to get loose, man. 1/4 inch of water on the pavement, it's easy to lose traction.
Friggin' jet like flies right in front of his truck. That was crazy. Come on, where's it at? Where's the Snowmageddon? Semi truck. Come on.
And that big accident they had outside of Denver, where that young truck driver lost his brakes.
Uh-huh.
I think he has it and shows, you know, if the guy would have known what he was doing and everything, he should have never lost his brakes.
Right.
Nope.
But don't he have the whole set of where he shows, you know, where he had the exit ramps and everything?
Yep.
And everybody they were saying, well, why didn't he take that ramp down toward the bottom to go into the truck stop? Yeah, you take that bugger at 65 to 85 miles an hour with no brakes and see what's going to happen.
Oh, you're talking about the dude that they let loose out there that only had like 3 weeks of training?
Yeah.
And he couldn't speak English?
Yep. He recreated and went
Swift
down
driver, was he?
Huh?
Swift driver, was he?
No. Independent company.
It was an independent company out of California.
I think it's that one right there in the middle with the truck with the lights on.
Which one? Right here?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
It shows. I think this one shows how you can actually lose the side of the lights in front of you.
Right.
And he was, I think he said in the video that he was traveling light.
Good evening.
Right.
We are southbound on I-15, Utah, south of.
You know, Chef, I love the way that he moves ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's very
cautious.
Cedar City,
That's how I got to 1 million.
Yeah, he's a very proactive driver. But a lot of people don't agree with what he says on some things because he's the type of driver. If a car pulls out in front of him,
pretty good crosswind.
He's not going to risk losing his own life. He's just going to plow right through you. Because you can't swerve in a truck.
You can't.
No, you cannot. Them some bitches take like at least 500 to 1,000 feet to fucking fully stop.
And do you have stickers on trucks or little signs on trucks over there that state that if the driver can't see you, if you can't see the driver, like the driver can't see you?
You, right.
Yeah.
29 degrees.
Actually, it says if you can't see my mirrors, I can't see you.
Like a good 500 feet to stop.
Yeah.
It depends on the conditions. It depends on the conditions, what you're loaded with. If you're loaded with soda pop, if you're loaded with soap, if you're loaded with dry good, anything liquid is the worst because you have too much momentum shifting.
Yeah.
Right. You'll probably get rain over in Vegas as well.
Yeah, because you move, it catches up to you, and then when you stop, it goes past you and then tries to keep you going where you were going.
Well, not just that, but like when you if you and that load shifts, man, that over you go.
I don't know if it's snowing.
There's no
St.
stopping
George,
you from.
or if it is
over you go.
I was hauling a load of dog food. And it was a very heavy load.
Right.
That's like it don't look like there's that much snow on the ground in this video, But if a vehicle was to slam on their brakes in front of him, the momentum and everything, it'd just keep pushing him.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll find that one I was talking about, Scott, and drop it for you.
But he moves so smooth.
Surprised there's not more
MMC's
snow
like,
on the
God, I
highway.
miss these days.
Gotta bring it down a bit. For as much as it looks like it's snowing, I think there would be more snow on the highway.
He went down he took his truck through a national park one time.
Right.
He didn't know it was a national park area until he got in there. But
Whoops.
Well, I know in Yellowstone that you can go through the Yellowstone, but there's a certain road on the northwest side that you can take.
and then
The plow truck's over there. They've already gone through.
hey, Turtle, he's got a video where he goes over they call it Rabbit Ears Pass up in Colorado.
Yeah.
And it hit negative 30 Fahrenheit.
Fuck
Damn.
that for a joke.
Yep. I've been up in North Dakota, up in Fargo.
Oh, yeah.
And get up the next morning to step out, and it was negative 40.
Ooh.
And you take a deep breath, and it's like somebody punched you in your lungs.
Right.
Oh. No thanks. I won't even fucking suffer that shit to go fishing. No way. Be the only time you wouldn't see me go fishing.
Then they got another area called Lizard Head Pass. It's pretty dangerous to go around through in the wintertime too.
Yeah.
Chef, did you ever go down the pumpkin patch? Up in Oregon?
Oh no! I have not. Let's see, the only place really in like West Coast.
Too far to the left here because.
I didn't really get to travel out that far a whole lot, so the only places I'd ever got to go through was like Mount Rainier area.
Right on the yellow line.
Oh, right there. Well, this is coming out of Boise, and then you get to the top of and then you come down into Pendleton,
Okay.
Oregon.
Yeah.
That 6.8 grade that goes for 16 miles.
Oh yeah, no, I never no.
MMC, have you ever been on the 401?
I've been on that stretch in a bus, but I haven't ever got to do that trip with a loaded semi. But I have been on it on a bus.
MMC, what about you? Have you ever been on the 401? I think it goes up through Canada. It's one of the busiest highways for like accidents when the weather gets bad. You ever see heavy rescue?
Guys that really can't see what they're doing and end up taking up.
Yeah, them road conditions are
all the lanes.
Quick.
Well, I've been across the one. You know,
my
running
left tires are right on
in
the
Canada.
line.
Yeah, they got the Glenwood Canyon tunnels and shit. And I think it was the Eisenhower Tunnel that they had built, and they started on They started on the west side of the Continental Divide, and then they started on the east side of the Continental Divide.
Getting back over,
and they went to each other, and they met in the middle, and they were like an inch off or a quarter inch off or something like that.
Yep. See, this is when it gets hairy, man. When you get all these drivers that just want to hang out in the left lane and
almost looks like we're calling a plow truck.
Yeah, because the right side's not even plowed yet.
Yep.
Did you ever use one of them trailer
wheels? Just plenty of times, huh? MMC.
What was that?
I said, I'm sure you've had to deal with these kind of conditions. I'm sure you had your fair share of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all them big boys got their 4-wheel. He does.
A plow truck that can't see.
Mount Shasta is really cool to drive around through.
Yeah, Mount Shasta, the Three Sisters.
Yeah,
that's all beautiful up in there. Well, see, this is another thing to me. They're just following too close to each other, and they're all hanging in one lane. And if one comes to a quick stop, or if one of them cars slams on their brakes, that's going to cause a pile up.
Yep.
And and he's sitting out here in this lane away from all the other traffic and just, keeping it steady.
Well, did you guys ever hear that big crash that happened here in that was a cop right there. Here in Pennsylvania,
or a state truck,
or like it was
could
like
be a DOT
vehicles involved. It happened, I think, on Interstate 80 or 81, and there was like tractor trailers and shit involved, and the one actually blew up. That was nuts.
And they've got a video of a big pile up on the turnpike in Ohio.
I remember that one.
Yeah, they use that as a training video now.
That was a freaking mess.
And then they had one in Chicago like that. It happens all the time because they're teaching these drivers, like in these conditions. Mike says, you got to have a CB so you can stay in touch with each other. Mm-hmm. And they're teaching these new drivers that a CB is a distraction. I can't name how many times the CV has saved my butt.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time.
Because, old school drivers, man, that they'll say, mile marker so-and-so, you got this going on, this, that, and the other, bad weather. And you can prepare yourself ahead of time.
Or the good old term, breaker 19, where the Smokies at?
Shit.
Oh yeah, you always want to know where the Smokies are at.
I love talking the truck. Actually, I'm due to get another CB put in my vehicle.
What's 1020?
I'm more interested if the scale house is open or not.
Fluid.
Right.
I'll always go around them motherfuckers. I go coast to coast, border to border, and not hit a single one.
That's like down here in Florida when they had the 4 hurricanes in 6 weeks. Charlie, Francis, Ivan, and Gene.
Oh, yeah.
And they told me, I was in Atlanta, and I had a load coming down to Lakeland, Florida. And they said, we're not letting any trucks in at this time. You got to stay in there. And I'm like, bullshit. I got family right in the middle of this shit. I'll take the back roads. I took the back roads all the way from Georgia to home. And still delivered my load on time.
Next to it, besides his kids and his grandbabies, his pride and joy, Scott, is a 2018 Cadillac. But it's one of those CTSVs, like 700 horsepower. And it's badass.
I bet you that baby purrs like a kitten.
Oh yeah. He pays like $300 something a month for a storage climate storage so that way when he's off the road or when he's on the road, I mean, he's got somewhere for it to stay. But he's actually getting ready to bring it home because he just ended up buying a house with his daughter and shit. So now he's got an actual garage to put it in at home.
Yeah, you see how them cars slammed on the brakes and had to slow that one up? How many times that's a prime truck too, ain't it?
Amazon trailer.
Amazon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an Amazon
Yeah.
truck right there.
But you see how he's keeping that lane wide open in front of him? So if it pile up, he's got a way to get out. He may have to hit the shoulder and may have to hit the ditch on the right.
Somebody on the
But
shoulder up here.
He'll be able to get out of it though.
yeah,
I mean, look at that
Right
line.
on.
Holy crap.
Yeah, people don't realize.
I mean, it takes a.
Don't stop, people.
Fucking look at
yeah. See,
Look out.
yep. See how fast that lane came to a stop, and that truck was like, "Oh fuck."
We're sinking. We're sinking.
That's it. We're all gonna drown.
We're coming.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I
man.
forgot that was in this video too, man.
Oh, he's stuck. I Big Daddy, or he. It's like Big Daddy's stuck there on the right.
And then I don't remember which video it is, but he's got
You
this
see the
one that he
lane
done.
in front of him.
He got to deliver down underneath the new
We'll go
Raiders
past
stadium
Right.
because he was bringing them like a bunch of stainless equipment for their kitchens and stuff.
Oh yeah, he went off the road. He's stuck.
You know, I've been in conditions like this, and everybody's
Whiteout?
concentrating on what's in front of them and everything.
Talking about.
But
the
I've
white-
actually had people going in the opposite direction, lose control, come across the ditch, and come straight in front of you. I mean, so you got to watch everything, not
Yeah,
just
you
what's in
spec-
front of you.
Yeah. Also, the people behind you as well, because if you're
Yeah.
the one that sees something that they might not have seen it, and they run in the back of you.
Right.
Yep.
And not just that, but what you were saying, that the snowflakes. Like if you get that'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
It like messes with your eyes, and like you're like it's almost like it hypnotizes you.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
as I
like
was saying,
people,
it's like watching static on an old TV. Because when I was a kid, man, I got caught a few times just staring at the static because it made my eyes unfocused for a second.
Could just
It was
be
either I
one
was looking
person
past the TV or I was looking like literally right in front of me
Look,
without
they
knowing
do
it.
this slow.
And it feels weird.
Right.
That's why you don't snap out of it, because it feels weird, and your body and your brain's just going, "What the fuck's going on here?"
Right.
I think right here he's riding the zipper because they actually can't find that left lane.
Right.
And he keeps trying to give that. Yeah, he keeps trying to give that Amazon freaking room.
Yeah, he's trying to pop in front of you. Well, basically follow the ruts.
It's ridiculous. I can see him moving over to the right, so I was going to shoot it, but they're moving over now, so.
Yeah, just I mean, I always followed the ruts or the tire marks.
Be
As long
going
as you try to
downhill here
stay in
pretty
that,
soon,
you're
pretty
good.
grades.
The minute you
Yeah,
go out
but-
of that, nope.
Well, what these guys are actually doing, they're splitting that center lane.
Right.
They're not right. They're riding in both the right and the left lane.
Right. Yeah, I can see that.
That's why you can't get around him.
Right. Ooh,
This
I
plow
see
truck is
flashing
all over the
lights.
place.
That's not a plow truck. Looks like what is that? A state truck?
Or a salt truck.
Salt truck? Yeah, that's looks like red and blues. It might be a fire truck or a cop.
28 degrees.
Damn,
Warm.
that's below freezing. Okay, is that it, Chef?
Yeah, that's
And what's it called?
this one. The link I just sent you. You can like fast forward about first 20 minutes or so if you wanted, before
Right.
because it's just kind of spitting snow here and there or whatever.
Yeah,
But
that's a cop.
then it kind of opens up after that. But I'm going to give you another link, and this is to his second channel. It's called Relaxation Highway.
Okay.
Yeah, check out it. You know, you guys check out his channel and everything if you're
Right.
interested in this kind of stuff.
The Relaxation channel,
Yeah,
it only
I
has
love
like
watching
maybe like 7-8 videos on it, but they're like really long because like I said, it's just him driving. So
Right.
like if you know anybody that enjoys that because of like it's just something that mellows them out or whatever type stuff, it's a really good video to watch because
And
you don't have him talking. It just has the road noise, nature, shit like that.
And the scenery.
Down to the open road.
Yeah, and the scenery. And like people
Pretty
can't
much when it's
travel.
stuff like this, the way the road keeps going back and forth.
For people
The
that
way,
can't
I should
travel
say.
and stuff
Well,
because
that's
of
a
whatever
tanker
reason,
right there.
then they're really good videos to watch.
That's not a tanker.
Like I said, when I came off of the road and couldn't go back
Right.
and everything, and I get this urge. I call it itchy feet because you're so used to traveling and everything,
Right.
and I can't get out there and drive anymore. I'll pop these videos up on my 65-inch screen, man,
There you go.
and I'll take a chair and put it right up against it, like
Oh,
it's
that
my
is awesome.
windshield.
Right.
Now you just need a piece of board so you can put a steering wheel, a piece of dashboard, and a gear stick.
Well, I
And a cup holder.
I take the broom and put it next to the chair.
Don't have it set up on top.
Are you?
I do, and I'll match his gear shifting.
Put it up into frost.
And,
Right.
and when I got my shoes down there on the floor and everything. And when he's coming up onto the curb, man, I'll be hitting the brake and the gas at the same time he is.
Right.
And it just chills me out, man.
This is what you do, MMC. You take your cane and you tape you a toggle switch on it. That way you got your high low.
Right.
My high low.
And then you can use your cane as your shifter.
Okay. Well, now that I know you've got a cane, I have to make you a cane. That's a truck shifter, custom to your height, the whole box and dice, and the whole like. I have to make one now.
Right.
That'd be really fucking
I'm sure
cool.
MMC would be for.
Yeah, you can pick the shifter. You can pick anything that you want hanging off it. I'll put it on there. I'll even gut any switches or anything. I'll gut them all out so they're all lightweight and all that sort of stuff, but they still work.
Yeah, we definitely got to do that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you guys ain't got to do all that.
No, I like making shit. I like making things. You can ask these boys. Yeah. Like
you should see some of the stuff that he made.
I make everything from knives to my own pens to fucking bloody little pendants and fucking all sorts of weird shit. Like I do all sorts, like scrap steel garden sculptures, you name it.
He was on my live one night. He kept disappearing. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Then all of a sudden, I hear all this noise, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just grinding on some shit in the house." I'm like, "What?"
Right.
Yeah, I'm allowed to use power tools in the house.
He's off the road.
Like, that's how fucking like bush turkey I am.
He probably wasn't chained up, Scott. That's why they're sitting over there.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's like my dad. After his accident and everything, he was he had an antique shop and everything in the back. He had all this woodworking equipment. And I actually started a small business.
Going down here,
I just grabbed a coloring book that had, like Christmas ornaments and started making reindeers and everything. on his equipment and everything, and went into full blown business.
Hell yeah.
And we used to sit back there and build shit all the time.
Dude, that's what my grandfather did when he came back from World War II. He built rocking horses and, you know, the horse head on a stick and billy carts and fucking all sorts of shit. Like, you name it, he made it out of wood.
Yeah, it just looks like a couple of vehicles up there.
That's what I miss about my dad, is getting in the shop with him, man, and just doing woodworking and
get by him, though.
You know, talk about world stuff, trying to solve world problems. You know, learned so much from my dad during those times.
Mine was all my grandfather. Like, my dad was just at home, he was a fat, lazy piece of shit. Outside of that, he was a truck driver, heavy machine operator. So he did he's a hot, and he did, like, he worked for like trucking companies and earth moving companies and shit, where the driver had to fix their own shit on the side of the road. So if you blew a radiator, the driver had to fix it. If you blew a tire, you had to change it. There was no calling fucking services and shit.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I passed it in the line of videos.
It skipped my dad, and literally I've got my grandfather's bandsaw, his drill press that he used back in the day.
Right.
Right. I've got his old buck knife.
I like how he keeps trucking forward, because if he were to, he'd probably end up in that ditch. Like how he's keeping a steady pace.
And Mike he's a very patient driver. That's one thing you got to have, man, is patience. If you let road rage get to you, you'll mess up in a heartbeat.
Right.
True that.
I love his driving videos, but if you want to see what it's like sometimes what a driver goes through trying to find empty trailers and trying to get into some place, and they're not open, but you're there at your appointment time to check out Riding with Dave.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
we can also do that on the next live too.
That poor boy, one time, man, they sent him to find a trailer. It took him like 2.5 days of them running him around Illinois to find an empty damn trailer.
Oh my God.
That's a fucking goose chase and a half.
Right.
I had to keep reminding him, look, Dave, it's like this. Miles is miles. I know you want to be under a load, but you're getting paid to run from place to place to look for an empty.
Sure.
Oh, far out.
That's what it is. One truck.
You get to a place and they say, oh, no, that load got canceled. Well, man, I just spent 10 hours trying to get here to pick it up. When the heck did it get canceled, and why didn't the company inform me? You know, a lot of people don't know what a driver goes through.
I will say one thing: the company that Mike works for there, they are really, really good. Like, they have some really good dispatch workers and shit. Like, there's very good communication going on, unlike some other companies and whatnot, you know, like you were saying.
CFI is a good company, and the dispatcher I had, she was excellent. I mean, she could have me scheduled out for a whole week, and she'd be like, you know, if you run into any problems, give me a call. I mean, and she knew when I would go home, how long I would take. She'd have my load set up for me before I even came back out. And I'm still in touch with her today.
Did you ever go into a Buc-ee's truck stop?
No, because they didn't have them in Georgia at the time that I was driving, and all the ones in Texas, they wouldn't allow the trucks to go into them.
Damn.
But they had one outside of Houston, and on the other side of the highway was a Love's truck stop. And I did park in the Love's and walk across and just walk in there. And it's just...
That cold air doesn't seem to make much of a difference.
Well, you know where
just an oversized convenience store.
You know where 65 and the 44 interchange is, like you're going towards Stratford out of Springfield?
Yeah.
They're getting ready to put one there, and it's going to have like 120 different pump islands.
Fuck.
Yep. But they won't allow semis in there.
No, it's going to be a truck stop.
120? Holy, I've seen one of them.
Yeah.
You're talking about a gas station, right?
Yeah, it's called Buc-ee's.
It's a truck stop. It's going to be a truck stop gas station. So it's going to have 120 total pump islands, and I think 70% are going to be for semis, and then the other are going to be for regular four-wheelers.
Crazy.
Well, I noticed the ones that since they left Texas, that the ones in Georgia allow semis.
Yeah, they all do now, I believe. There might be one or two still, like in Texas, that don't, but I think most of them do. Did you ever hit that one up there on the I-70 in Iowa?
No.
That big, huge truck stop?
Oh,
it's got a tattoo
world's
plate.
largest. Yeah, the world's largest truck stop.
Yeah, it's got it's got anything you can think of for eating. And it has it's like got a Walmart inside. It's got fucking crazy.
They got the museum and everything else.
You can get shoes polished there. You can get tattoos. You can get fucking, I mean, just about anything. Barbershop. That place was humongous.
That's like Jubit's truck stop up there in Portland, Oregon, man. They've got a hotel. They got the post office, the movie theater, the barbershop. It's like a little city for truck drivers.
Yep. One-stop shop.
Yep.
That motherfucker's hauling ass. He gone.
Yep, and that's usually the fool that'll wind up in the ditch.
Uh-huh.
So you got to read those delineators on the lines on the side.
Because there's one thing. If I would see Mike out there on the road, if he's traveling at whatever speed, they say he's doing 45, 50 mile an hour right now,
too much of the rumble
best believe I'm going to be doing about 45, 50 mile an hour.
We go up a little bit, and I think we go down.
I'm not going to be trying to pass him and doing the speed limit, you know.
I tell you, excuse me.
I guess Turtle kicked himself out. Turtle, you crikey. What'd you do? Where'd you go? Yeah, I like going through them tunnels and shit up in there, though. That was always fun. Especially as a kid. And
another thing that people don't realize neither, man, that they teach you driving semi is anytime that you come up onto an area that's got like a bridge or overpasses, that's where you'll find the ice.
Yep. Always freezes first.
Park does get pretty good storms between St. George and what you would call it, Cedar City. Okay, so now we're at 6% grade. I'm going to find it and lock it.
Yep, find it, lock it, keep it in that low gear, and keep it steady.
Yeah, I think he's in a new Volvo.
Yeah, he said he's at a 6% grade. So
No, I'm saying I think it's truck. I think he's got him a new Volvo. He used to drive a Freightliner, old freight shaker.
yeah,
It's that Joker that hit his red and blue lights. I don't think he should have done that. I got him on tape. He's not a cop.
the truck that I had, the paint job on it, actually shifted colors
Oh, okay.
depending on what percentage of light that you had. I mean, one
What's up,
time
HBR?
it'd look like it was solid black, and then the other time it'd look like it's navy blue, and it had like a rainbow paint scheme in the paint. What's up, Hillbilly?
Click on the link, Hillbilly. Come on up. We're just gabbing about old truck driving, reminiscing.
I'll have to send you a picture of it.
Yeah, what kind of truck was that?
It was a Freightliner, Columbia. I can't remember if it had the C15 or the C16 in it.
Was it an 18 speed?
No, it was a 10.
Automatic or?
No, stick.
Oh.
No, they tried to put me.
Seems to be holding steady here.
They tried to put me in an automatic truck, and I'm like, hell no.
Could probably go up a little bit faster.
I mean, they have their perks, but I'm old school. I don't mind double clutching.
Double clutching? I floated.
Oh, coming out of first into second. You know, I always double clutch.
Nah, coming out of first, out of the second, man.
And then after that, I just floated the gears.
Yep.
We hauled a lot of livestock too.
Yeah.
And that's some crazy feeling, man. Having two grown ass camels on the back axles and feeling them moving around and shit. That's quite the feeling to get used to, I can tell you.
There's one position, Jake.
The old Jake brake.
There's two.
I like how these new ones. They can.
That was that white truck. You see, you just lost.
What are you talking?
That's a black one.
I'm back. My power went out, so the Wi-Fi shit itself.
Don't you lose your track?
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. I'm that old school. I'm used to having the switches, and you get that muscle memory.
Yep.
And reaching for the dash to hit the switch and everything. And now they got everything right there on a freaking paddle like a darn gaming system. And I'm not a gamer, so I'm like, no. I gotta have my cockpit.
Yeah.
The thing about being heavy is that you have.
Did you ever ride in or drive one of them trucks that had the multi-gear shifts?
To the earth.
You mean the 5.4s?
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandfather used to haul grain and stuff from Illinois out to Oklahoma and everything. And that's what he had, the 2-stick. And then he had that third one where you had to lock your arm.
Yeah.
And then reach over with your foot and kick that third one in.
Yep.
I remember that as a kid.
There's a video of an old timer on here on YouTube, and he's showing how he can get through them. And that son of a gun was shifting gears like.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen that little kid that drives trucks?
Yep.
He's like 14, 15. He started when he was like.
I saw that. Yeah.
Wish this car would get over a bit.
And this dude's driving like 6-figure semis, or full custom badass rigs. It's crazy. Yeah, the old Brownie transmission. Hillbilly used to drive a truck, didn't you, or something like that?
I think he did.
I could be mistaken, but
the way that Mike drives, that's how I got my 1,000,000 miles, because you got to keep everything, you got to anticipate every damn thing.
Yep.
And like I said, he is just so smooth.
I can't remember which video it is, but he was, they'll close down the Rabbit Ear Pass and all, the Eisenhower tunnels and shit. They'll shut all that down up there in Vail and stuff during certain avalanche seasons or whatever, right? Well, he had to get to this area, so he was like, well, all right. He couldn't go that route, so he went ahead and went like an hour and a half out of his way and went this back route. And he said when he pulled in, he had like 3 feet of snow stacked on top of the trailer. The truck looked like it went through a blizzard, and everybody's like, where'd you come from? And he told them, and he's like, don't you know the roads were closed? And he goes, it wasn't when I got on there.
Well, speaking of Eisenhower, I was coming down from Silverthorne. And, I was sitting at the TA at the bottom of the hill waiting for my appointment to go up, but they said they had the chain law on. And CFI's law is if you got to put the chains on, you don't go.
Wow.
And the only time they wanted you to put the chains on was to get off of the highway and get to a safe place. And I had the dispatcher call me up, cussing me out, forcing me to go. I put the chains on, went up to Silverthorne, and I came back down. And I was going to go back to the TA, and when I hit Silverthorne, hit all that dry pavement, and my chains were so cold and everything, they exploded. And the guy in front of me, his exploded, and it took out my front windshield.
Oh shit!
You want to talk about a shit your pants moment?
Oh, mate, you be fucking packing your deck something chronic with that one.
I was, man. And then to finish coming down out of the Eisenhower down to the TA with no windshield, and it cold as hell.
Did you see the video where the driver had the turkey come through his window?
No, I haven't seen that one.
And it puts a big old hole in the windshield and everything. Comes in the cab, right?
You're going downhill here.
Now he's got, and it's still alive.
Yeah, the one where he was chasing it around in his bunk and everything, trying to get it out.
And the people from the recovery center, they show up to get his truck, and they're like, "So where's the turkey?" And he's like, "It flew away." And they're like, "Bullshit." They're thinking, there's just no way. And they open the cab, and there's feathers galore inside and shit. But yeah, that son of a bitch flew off on him.
Well, I was coming across Illinois one time, and it was the beginning of deer season, and I had one come out of the ditch, man, and committed suicide. Jumped right into the side of the truck.
Damn.
Same with kangaroos over here. They love doing the same shit. Like you be driving down the road, man. Like in a rural area, countryside, fucking open paddocks and shit. You're cruising down the road doing about 110k an hour, just cruising, and you see a couple of kangaroos just off in the paddock on the other side of the fucking fence there, just bouncing along, going in the same direction, and then next minute they go, "Hey, I want to jump through your windscreen." And they just literally just fucking just jackknife straight for you. and you're just like, oh shit, and you just hit the fucking brakes, man, and literally they just jump straight across the fucking road right in front of you, and it's just like, dude, we've been eyeballing each other for the past 20 minutes, and you can pull this shit, you fucking two-legged fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I seen the dude that was on the motorcycle when that happened to him. He's cruising along, and all of a sudden that son of a bitch jumps over the fence and comes at him and sideswiped him on the bike.
God damn, Turtle, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but
kangaroos, man.
What's up, XBR?
You know, Australians cannot talk about kangaroos.
What does Colin talk about?
What's going on, Hillbilly? How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm getting there, man.
How's that motor coming along, Hillbilly?
I fell asleep all day.
Well, I mean, you was polishing and grinding away the other day, so.
Yeah, no, I slept all fucking day.
Right on.
Fell asleep at like
it's like these guys
7 this morning. Slept till 4. Was up like 2 hours. Fell back asleep and just woke up.
Yeah, I went for my procedure and took that one Valium that they give me, and then I took another one when I got home and a pain pill, and I crashed out until about probably, I don't know what time, whatever time it was. I hit Scott up earlier. Probably about 10 something, 11 something.
Yeah, there ain't nothing like talking to Hillbilly and everything, and
like
he talks so soft, and then all of a sudden you hear it and mumbling.
Yeah, he was grinding away on something the other day when we were talking.
Here looks like he's trying to make it up the hill.
Valve cover.
He's moving.
So you're someone that likes to play with power tools inside too.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Notorious for it.
I'm not alone.
So after 2 hours,
he's rebuilding his motor on his Subaru.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. This is this point right here is after 2 hours of climbing the mountain and everything. He's coming down the other side and it's cleared up. Now it's going downhill at a 6% grade.
The car spun out over there.
I go to the Outback every day, damn it.
Every now and then he'll get up there around your area too, Hillbilly.
Yeah.
This guy Mike. I've been following him for a while. He's a pretty cool dude.
Dude, it sucked. I tried getting hold of Ripio when he was here. Because he was literally in where I live. In the fucking town. Yeah, I was trying to get hold of him. I wanted to meet up with him.
Did you see the comments on that
These guys are going slow and you need to go fast up this hill.
That post you sent me about the rapper at Roscoe's?
Oh, yeah.
They're like, if there was no such thing as rap music, the world would be better off or whatever. Or as soon as all the rappers are gone or some shit like that. I'm just like,
man, people
really?
are dumb. But, no, it's P&B Rock. I remember him from a few years back. Going back and forth with him and shit on Twitter.
I never heard of him, but I mean, I don't wish death upon. It sucks that somebody done that to him.
No, it's like, dude, this shit happens too much now, though. I mean, it's like, dude, all over a fucking chain and a watch.
That's what happened to Nipsey right after I discovered him. I'm like, man, this is awesome shit. And then all of a sudden, somebody guns him down. I'm like, what the fuck?
This hill.
I stopped listening to rap music like in 2000. Like I just stopped. I'm tired. I got sick of hearing the same shit. Everybody was sounding the same or whatever.
Yeah, around 04, I think is when I stopped listening. Right as the mumble rap started coming in.
And then I discovered, like the whole country rap, like with Big Smo and Jelly and
yeah.
Church, of course.
How I found country rap was through Jason Aldean, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dirt Road Anthem.
Dirt Road Anthem and
I was
Colt Ford.
Because that was obviously all over the friggin' radio, so I was rocking that pretty heavy. I was like, damn, dude, I like this. Kind of got that rap flow to it, which I'd love.
You guys ever rock Appalachian Dawn or whatever his name is?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't seen him put out anything in a long time.
No. Same with the Marshall Brothers.
Yeah.
They're downhill.
I mean, I still rock their old shit, though. I don't care.
Man-child, dude. That dude fucking crazy on the guitar.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, friggin' through that, I found Colt Ford, and then I kind of ventured down the rabbit hole from there and discovered everybody else. Georgia Boy, Done Up Church.
What was it that they call themselves? Oh, the CWB? Crazy White Boys.
Yeah. And then the Jogga Boys.
Yeah.
I think when they had the highway shut down, they would have had the plow trucks up here.
Yeah, Georgia Boys haven't done nothing in quite a while either.
No. And then you had the Lax.
Yeah.
What happened to Florida, Georgia?
They're still doing stuff.
Okay,
Florida,
I just
Georgia
haven't
line?
seen anything.
Yeah, they were on.
Florida Georgia Line?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were on tour.
The last song I heard from
tonight.
was like garbage. I don't know. It just like, okay, your guys' first album was fucking rocking.
Right.
And now it's like they're into the whole bro country, the fucking, it's like, okay, this is garbage now.
And same thing happened with Rascal Flatts.
Yeah.
You know, that first album was killer, and I seen them live down in Montgomery, Alabama at the Coliseum one year. And
So you got this crowd up a little bit.
I did not enjoy the concert. I mean, I'm glad I didn't pay for it because I would have really disappointed. But somebody was like, "Oh, it's just the acoustics in here." I'm like, I've seen concerts in this building a lot. No, it ain't. That don't have nothing to do with it. Now their sound man might have sucked. I don't know, but it just it didn't sound good at all. And then I seen Alan Jackson there. He rocked. I seen Randy Travis there. He rocked. I seen Kelsey DeMarco.
There's two types of bands or artists. You got your studio artists, which sound killer in the studio.
Right.
But sound like shit when they're live. And then you got the live performers.
You got Roadhogs
that can rock it all.
Yeah.
And like, what's his name? Roundy Hauser. He's one of those guys who great in the studio, but when you actually hear him sing, he sounds like shit.
For the next time, enjoy.
Sounds nothing like he does on his actual fucking albums.
See ya.
It's like that Chris, what's his name? Chris Thomas King or whatever his real name is. He played Tommy Johnson in the movie Oh Brother.
Yeah.
I seen him live one night here in town at a blues club. Actually, my two of our band members had a duo band also, and they actually got to open up for him. And that dude sucked live. I don't know if it was because he was so coked out of his gore or what, but it was, yeah. And he got really upset because I was like, hey, man, can you – I was like trying to get him to play one of them songs that he played in the movie. And I wasn't trying to get him to do the like Constant Sorrow or one of those. I was trying to get him to just do like the strumming, like when they were by the campfire or whatever.
Yeah.
And he got really offensive about it. Like, why do people always ask me that shit?
Well, because the fucking movie was pretty damn popular there, dude.
And I was like, well, that's the only way I knew about you, man, was through that movie. Shit. Yeah, it was kind of like that. Scotty.
Excuse me.
Scotty.
Yeah, stinking ring.
Scotty. We need more power, Scotty.
But
are you here?
Hey, Scotty, can you go down to the servo? I need a couple of chicos.
We want Tigger.
I seen SMP jumped up in a certain live earlier and was.
Oh, did it?
I don't think anything got hashed out or anything.
What live was that? Yeah, I
One
am.
that Frozen Cube.
Okay, yeah.
Or the?
Man. Sure, that would have been interesting to watch, actually.
Right.
Yeah, it was a big shit storm over there from what I've seen.
This Prince kid's dream a reality. I started.
Hey Scott, can you click on that first link that I dropped?
Right. Like I said, I think it was in the it says something about like dealing with this from bad weather, or all I have to find is where it says Interstate 70. And I'm good to go. Or Highway 70 or something like that.
I can tell you the exact name. From good weather to bad.
Yeah.
Let's head into a storm. Yeah.
Right.
That's the one. Yeah, I went and subbed to riding with. I went and subbed to that riding with Dave, MMC.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get his notification when he comes, when he drops anything, and I'll go check his shit out and give him some likes and watch time. Looks like you got a nice little following. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, he does, and they use his videos and everything in for training videos and recruiting and stuff like that. See, they give drivers recruiting bonuses if you recruit somebody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, finder's fee. Well, that's what we call it over here.
Bad news. Sure enough, want that one. First with the 20. No, it's not. That's not it. Come on, you fucker. Where's it at?
It was like from 7 months ago.
I think he's got one from.
Yeah, it says from good weather to bad, let's head into a storm in the mountains, I-70.
Okay.
Westbound and down.
I'll be back in a minute. Just gonna check a piss.
Westbound?
Yeah, go walk to your outhouse. Look out for spiders.
Watch out for the damn kangaroos. They like sneaking up on you. Kangaroos are mean as shit, dude.
Not fucking find it.
I got the link. Yeah, we had one that it was kind of like a rescue type deal because I worked for an exotic animal farm in Kansas, and they used to box with it, like literally box. And he was just an asshole, but he was like over 7 feet tall when he stretched straight up.
This one right here?
Biggest freaking rear.
From good weather to bad weather, let's head in.
Yeah.
Right here.
And then go like 20 minutes
Building your
into
business online.
If you want.
People don't realize how big they get, dude.
But this son of a bitch, it didn't have a 6-pack. He had like a whole 12-pack. He was ripped. And he'd always try to grab you.
Yeah.
And if he got a hold of you, then
it was over.
What I did up in the mountains was we just had a dump truck with the wing and then the front plow.
it's beautiful up in
You
there.
had to really pay attention too, because you could come across a car on the shoulder that's broke down. You can plow it right off the highway if you're not paying attention. And I meant like obviously
I
you're
like how
paying attention,
informative
but
he is on stuff
you've
too.
got to really, really pay attention because you can't see him until you're right up on him. And if you have that effect that you get from falling snow and strobe lights, it hypnotizes you, kind of jacks you up, to be honest. But there's a.
He was in a real bad
I'm
accident.
feeling
He got
the
like his
need to
legs
change
crushed.
lanes, but I don't see the availability to do it. I should have
And
got
they
in
were
that
like trying to get him
express
to
lane.
go on
No
disability
toll.
and shit. And he was like, I
The
can't
free
survive
people,
on that.
you'd think they would have an exit right here for it to get off here at exit 240.
It's ridiculous what you get
Nope.
for disability and shit.
They should have exit and entrance areas.
They expect people to survive off of it.
But actually, we're not doing too bad here.
Oh shit, stay away from that guy. Swift.
Yeah.
You know what CSRT stands for, don't you?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
It's like all the other mountains around here.
Crash and Roll Stunt Team.
Except for
okay.
price.
I used to have a good one for JB Hunt, but I can't remember what it is now.
The JB Hunt, yeah. Yeah, my dad worked for Interstate for a while. He was mechanic there with them. And he also worked for Haney.
Yeah, he's going up in the mountain right here.
Which is funny because that's right next door to the Jubit Center there in Portland.
We were I was talking about Jubits just
232.
earlier.
Yeah. We were just talking about that.
That's our exit to go home.
Yeah, you remember the Killdozer dude, Hillbilly?
Yeah.
Mike, the driver here that we're watching, he knew that guy personally because he's from the Granby area.
That tanker up ahead drives this route quite a bit. We're both heavy. I'm heavy, so I assume that he is. Because we're still with each other to a degree.
Masala Valley.
Man, those mountains are beautiful.
When you drive,
see, we don't have that shit down here.
Snow all the time. You get
like I said, man. That's what I miss the most is the damn scenery.
You become skilled in it as well.
All across the country.
You shouldn't be driving a truck.
That'd be the cool part about driving is just change the scenery every
Georgetown
day.
Hill's going to be just fine.
Yep.
I'll show you.
But then when you're out there so long,
the lake is over here to the left,
and you get on certain routes and certain roads, man, you get certain truck stops that you want to stop at.
Over there.
It becomes like home, man.
Yeah.
I'm picking up this load. It's going here. I can travel this far today. I know this truck stop. I'm going to stop here.
He's been traveling these routes for so long. He knows like where all the little spots are. So he'll stop and pull off on the road and go find a stream somewhere and start fishing.
I used to go gold panning.
This is really nice, but I did see
a
UPS truck.
UPS drivers are fucking idiots.
I used to carry a white 3000 metal detector. I had my
try to get our momentum up
screens,
as high as we can.
my mini sluice, and everything that I carry under my bunk.
Nice.
In fact, there goes a CFI truck right there.
I don't know the name of mine, but it's a bounty hunter brand metal detector.
All right.
It's an older one, but I mean it works good still. So I've been finding all kinds of cool shit in my yard, like old horseshoes and axe heads and splitters and.
But you can see it snowing right there.
Nails and shit.
You go higher to
I think whoever lived on my property before me, or before this house, actually,
we
was
should be good to go after this. I think we can make it the whole way without chains. Well, we will. I'm not even going to worry about it.
Cause I just been finding all kinds of stuff that makes
chains to go downhill.
You know.
Yeah.
But
unless you're in California, Washington, or Oregon.
Yeah, my house was built in 1867.
The left coast.
Holy shit.
See you in a bit. Okay, we're getting close to Continental Divide, Eisenhower Tunnel.
Got any spirits running around in it?
Oh yeah, we had a battle that actually happened.
A little bit worried on the back side.
Grounds at our houses that should have built one.
There's red, purple traffic. Maybe it's just. Hopefully, it's just the
the Wilson's Creek battlefield.
Trying to get off.
Battle of Springfield.
Ski Breckenridge and stuff like that. And,
damn.
Another ski resort.
There's a lot of areas around here where Jesse James hung out.
Hopefully that's all that it is.
Oh, yeah.
And we won't know till we get over there. A little bit of snow, a little bit of purple, red traffic.
And on the little
on Vail House.
Woozy from the surgery.
That's going to be...
Well, procedure, more or less, not a surgery yet. They went in, they hit my S1, S2, S3s, and then they did the...
See how fast it changes?
The lower T's, and then they were trying to hit the L areas, and that they were wanting to, and I just couldn't handle it no more.
Yeah, that shit
stopped being awake.
Yeah, it's fucking painful. Especially when they fucking
very painful.
Push it in.
I've had it done.
And the pressure that it puts on your spine, dude, is
right.
Oh man.
Yeah, it really wasn't the fact that they jammed you with the needle. Whenever you started pushing the fluid and shit through, yeah.
Because it goes to the right, it's on
all that pressure, son of a. That's what actually irritates the worst, is all the discomfort and the pressure of it.
And if you're doing a good clip, you should.
That put me in so much fucking pain I couldn't walk.
Yeah, I haven't been doing a whole lot. I mean, I have, but I haven't. I don't want to get stiff and sore. But they're like, don't be driving anything. Don't be operating machinery.
Yeah. Get out of it.
Yeah, because your legs will just quit working.
So.
And that's.
A few people have asked me.
Yeah, if I sit around too much or anything, man, my legs will quit working, and that's why I'm glad I got this dog. Because he makes sure I have to walk him at least 3 or 4 times a day.
They're SUVs, usually,
you know, to keep moving. What I hate is when you get, you know, weather systems that come over you, and you get a high pressure.
I talked with
and
Raul, and he's the head
you know, it just messes you up.
Ask him about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to think my grandma was like full of crap when she'd say something like, "Hey, it's about the storm. My bones are hurting," or whatever, you know. And I'm like, "Man, you can't detect that."
Right.
There you're going. Oh, yeah, there's a storm coming. Oh crap!
Every time I had to apologize to Granny.
We got 400.
Not believing her.
11,833 miles at this moment. 0.5.
Well, I mean, you can't. You have to admit, some of them old-time things you have to question. You know what I mean?
It's been a really good truck.
But 90% of them, I don't.
So he was telling me, he's like, if you have a good truck, I don't know if you...
That's like we got a system sitting over Florida right now. My wife's like, what's wrong with you? You've been bitchy for the last 3 days.
Well, it's a full moon.
Yeah, full moon and a high pressure. And it's like,
a lot of it's just digital.
You know, I just
issues
feel
that
off in that constant dull fucking
it's
ache
not making money.
Oh
that irritates the piss out of you.
Well, and they make videos for you guys.
After these messages, Scott will be right back.
You know, and
hopefully he's going to do the shoulder.
Used to be, you know, my back and my legs and sciatic used to bother me. But since I had that accident, now it's my ribs. When we get a bad system, it feels like a damn horse has kicked me.
So see, he's got the wing out.
Boy, look at that view.
It's got a light on it too. I don't know if we have lights on ours or not. Maybe it's been.
I was coming back home from Oregon one winter. Well, it was like
over 20 years.
Probably the first, maybe going into the second week of December. I went up there and visited for Thanksgiving and stayed for about a month and a half.
22 balmy degrees.
But, anyway, on the way back, I took the Greyhound bus and we went up the I-80 route. And on the way across, we hit a big storm and we kept hearing something underneath the bus. I'm like, this dude's about to lose his chains or something. And about that time, I heard somebody's like, "Where did it go?" And I go, "Probably the Greyhound." But we get about 3/4 of the way up the freaking mountain. We slide.
Give extra space.
And finally, we get up.
Yeah, I agree. Stay away.
Top, and they had one of them ski resorts there. So I can't remember what town we were in. I think it was right outside that.
So this is the dog they got talking about.
Besides the ski resorts, and they actually were pretty nice. They let us come in and get warm, have some hot cocoa or coffee or whatever, and free of charge.
Brick, so ice is up right here.
I was sitting there watching these people come down the mountain, and they were just getting hammered by the icy snow that was hitting.
This is full force. I'm attacking this with everything that I got. We're doing 33 miles an hour.
But it took me like 6 days to get home that time.
Damn. It's not steeper than it looks.
Yeah, we had to stop at the ski resort, wait for them to bring us some new chains and shit. And
but that
I was asking the driver, I was like, "Hey, you need some help? I got experience in that." Get back on the bus. I know what I'm doing.
I don't think there's anything like
through his chains and
grade right here, which I'll call 6, 7, maybe.
Yeah, was it 97 here? We had a bad ice storm. That shit was
2:30.
So they got more wildfires going up around that area?
Sitting by the yard and get fuel, but it's like,
I don't know if they got the one under control, but I know we had a big one that was going on.
The sooner I can get.
I heard one in Washington and one in Oregon.
Break, which of course I've built that for.
Yeah, the one up here was. It wasn't too far from me. It was
Tuesday morning.
15, 20 miles.
I will leave.
Damn.
You guys want me to blow the horn?
Yeah. Get it, Mike.
The whole area was fucking.
Ski poles up in the air.
Until the other day when it finally rained, the whole area was just covered in smoke.
So he's going up around that back here. See the plow? Back up around.
Could hardly breathe because how humid it was, plus the smoke. It was
it's just going to get worse up here. And I'm glad
this is the Eisenhower, ain't it?
Yeah, this is Eisenhower Tunnel.
Yeah.
Intensifies.
He's getting ready to cross the Continental Divide.
Yeah, we have one like that.
This is where the guy's chain in front of me flew and took out my windshield.
50.
Damn.
And it's a long way down to that TA from here.
Right.
They got a tunnel like that going into that goes underneath the Chesapeake Bay.
Steep grade ahead. Fuckers. Steep grade ahead.
They got one in Norfolk that actually goes under the bay also, so the Navy ships and the cargo ships can get in.
Yeah.
That's probably the way I'm saying it. That's what
Yeah,
it
one
is.
like
Oh,
that up here.
I
It's
see a
called
light at
the
the end of the
Lehigh
tunnel.
Tunnel. It's up in like the
Long grades, gear down.
Pennsylvania.
Is that the one that's about right outside of Philadelphia?
We need to gear down.
Yeah, it's more north. It's like an
Yeah,
hour north of.
we don't know. It could be a whole other
Allentown.
environment over here, which I'm going to
Oh,
say
okay, yeah.
probably is. I'll get our flashers on. It's
Yeah, we
35.
delivered a lot up in Allentown and Philadelphia and
It looks okay from that point of
Pittsburgh.
view.
I used to pick up interstate batteries over there in Lyons.
I mean, like, we just came into this tunnel, but it was a certain
And,
way. You could literally
Topton.
come in one side to be sunny, the other side to be snowy.
In fact, there was a few times I picked up in Topton, PA, and hauled all the way to Portland.
Watch the weather.
Yeah, Topton MMC is like 45 minutes from me.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I used to live in Palm. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it's called Palm, Pennsylvania. But yeah, I used to live that, like I said, like from where I'm at now to Topton, it's like 45 minutes.
Oh, you just slid a bit.
Look how foggy and shit it is now.
Yeah, and most of this from the Eisenhower down into Denver is downhill.
Yep.
Those must be air powered.
His wipers.
Funny.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's got a there's like an issue with the switch itself. They're really wonky, and he's had it looked at a couple different times, and they keep doing it. They hesitate unless he puts them on like full blown speed, but then it's like they go nuts, or it's like really fast and works fine. But
these guys over here trying to climb.
Yeah, trying to climb that up to the Eisenhower from Denver, man. In these conditions is rough.
Did you ever travel $1 Million Highway?
See that far ahead. I don't want to just go into traffic.
The 550 or whatever it is.
We can't stop.
The 550. Where's that?
It runs north and south in Colorado. There on the west side.
Oh, the loop. Yeah, out by the airport.
Yeah.
And you go around. Yeah.
They call it $1 Million Highway because of all the golden shit that's embedded in the pavement.
I've never heard it called that.
Yeah, well, they built like all the tailings and shit from like the old time miners.
Yeah,
they just used it for fill, and that's how they like basically built that whole stretch of highway.
1 mile an hour.
So there's like all kinds of gold and shit mixed in all them tailings that they used.
First position, Jake. We'll go to 2.
Fine golden shit. Yeah.
There's 2. There's 1.
Like, don't get caught out there trying to chisel any concrete up either. They'll bust your ass in a heartbeat.
What's crazy is the amount of gold you can find in like the old school tailings.
There's 2 again. So you have to be ready.
He's flipping back and forth on his Jake brake to find that right speed.
No brakes at all.
And usually you don't use a Jake brake on when you're in the snow, but he knows what he's doing, so
turn that off quick.
And he'll even tell you too. He's, if you don't know what you're doing, he says, I wouldn't advise doing it. Like, I've been doing this for years, so I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. If you don't know your truck and don't know, your driving capability, definitely don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even teach people how to steer out of being jackknifed. Like, you feel your trailer starting to come around on you.
21 degrees. I wish it was cold.
Turn your cruise control off if it's on.
I never drove with the cruise control.
And then throttle up and power down.
Yep.
Pull that trailer back behind you.
Yeah, see, the problem is people, they always panic. That's what gets them in even more trouble.
Yep.
You gotta stay calm in those situations.
Well, that's like
Since I
CFI.
really can't see that well.
When you come to work for them, they send you to the college
As
and
heavy as we
everything, and they actually put you on a skid pad as part of their training.
Oh, so they give you a full defensive driving course.
Yeah,
takes
they
a longer
teach
to
you in
control
conditions like this how to handle your truck.
See, and that's all companies should do that. I think.
That's crazy. That
Yeah.
like,
Shit, yeah, that should be compulsory.
is he
taking longer than a little bit.
is he driving up over a mountain, Chef?
He's going down a mountain.
Oh, because I've noticed the conditions have deteriorated in less than like
Summit
half an
County's
hour.
getting the snow, right?
Yeah, before he went into the tunnel, it was just wet and barely snowing. And he went through the tunnel, and when he came out, this is what it was like on the other side of the tunnel on the Continental Divide.
This is what welcomed him as soon as he came out of that tunnel.
Yep. And from that tunnel all the way down into Denver, Colorado is downhill at 6% grade.
Isn't there like an area that's like an 8% too?
Yeah. And if you don't, that's where that
What was
that young guy that lost his brakes right here.
6%, and then what was the incline?
See that runaway truck ramp sign?
Yep.
Yeah.
When he came out of that tunnel, he lost his brakes, and he was going too fast to take this ramp, and he just continued on down. But then they want to blame him, but that accident that occurred in front of him was caused by a bus. Had that bus not caused an accident down there at the bottom of the hill just past the TA, he would have been able to get that truck under speed and get it on the shoulder.
They should have blamed the company for putting that inexperienced driver out there.
Exactly. That's never drove across the mountain.
Oh, that's where that. Is this where that massive pileup happened?
No.
Yep.
This is yeah.
I don't know. I'm free and sleep drunk, so don't mind me.
Yeah. See, this is the one that they kept saying he should have took this truck ramp right here. But the problem of it is at this point, that guy still had brakes.
It
was after this point he lost his brakes.
1,700 RPMs,
That's what the
22 miles
trunk
per hour.
ramps are used for, to help slow you down, right? If you have no brakes.
Is this the one that you're talking about where it crashed through that house or the business or whatever at the end?
No, I was talking about the guy that was 21 years old, just got here in America.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
And they were saying he should have took this first ramp, but he still had his brakes at that time. It was after this truck ramp that he lost his brakes.
But they're saying that they don't even think that he knew what that sign meant.
There is a lane we're in right
because
here.
he didn't know our language, he didn't know our signs, he didn't know anything about our, way of doing things here.
Towards the lane.
Yeah, they shouldn't have ever sent him out.
Just gonna get through.
They should have been held responsible.
The company.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, that's the company's fault right there.
And whoever issued him a CDL.
Yep.
Because that's bullshit.
A couple of trucks spun out there and left.
In my opinion, it's too easy to get a CDL.
I agree with you.
Right. I agree.
I agree with you, Hillbilly.
DNA should go better, but I don't. If you're heavy.
You always used to have to do like at least a 3-week school of some sort, and then you're only allowed to use like probation basically for the first year or 2 years.
It used to be that way. You had to go out with somebody in the old days.
Yeah.
But now you go to a school that's like
3 days.
4 to 6 weeks long. You get hired on by a company. You go through their
Or 28
orientation. They
position
send you
trip.
out with a trainer to
We're
hit
in first, so drop
11,000
it down to
miles,
2.
and then they give you a truck.
Always
Yeah.
Well, they got a
vigilant.
place right here where you can
That's
go in
not
3.
enough training.
They got a place here within 3 days you can get your CDL.
One of the viewers asked me, he was going down the hill and he ended up
That's the
jacking.
problem right there.
How? And I'm like,
Yep.
I don't know. I wasn't there. There's so many factors.
Yeah, I think depending on the state too, it varies on the
drivers.
If you're going to use the
3
Jake, you
days,
better know
fuck
what
that.
you're doing with
That
it.
should be like a multi-week.
Like that guy a long time ago,
mandatory program
you
before
shouldn't
get
teach
your
people how to
CDL.
use Jake in the snow. I'm like, that's all right. You being from the South, I understand you have no clue, and you're right. You shouldn't do it, but you can if you know what you're doing.
See, I just said that.
He's like 30 years Canada. I'm like, OMG.
Yeah.
30 years and you never learned how to Jake in the snow. We've literally gone down this whole hill so far with our Jake brake, which you're not supposed to do.
Jake brake.
But we started out slow and tested everything. And now we're going down. We were in 6th, now we're in 7th. 1st and 2nd position Jake. We're heavy though. I haven't had to use my brakes at all. That's what you should be able to do.
That's somebody that knows this truck and what he can do with it. That's the way I was.
That's the way every driver should be. They should know their fucking truck, inside and out.
Right now, I'm in position 2.
I started
to move.
Dude's badass.
Fucking
I would turn it off instantly.
I mean, there's drivers out there that don't even know how to adjust their fucking brakes.
Cut off the Jake. But I just have a natural reflex to flip it forward because it's right here. I'm touching it right now. My finger.
He had to deliver like a load of sawdust or something one time. And he was like, how is he going to get all this damn dust out of my trailer, you know? Because it wasn't on pallets. It was like blown in.
And
so he pulls up. They have him pull up onto this ramp.
Then to
and
bring
lifts
it
the
down,
whole entire truck and trailer up in the air.
nice and easy on the brakes to bring it back down to a
those are
good
cool.
speed.
I was like, that is badass. I never seen that shit before.
That's how you get out of it.
Oh yeah, man! When we used to pick up potatoes
you're
to
probably
take
going
the
too
lays.
fast.
Yeah,
that's what they do, man. Is they take you back into it, and then they put you up at an angle to dump all them damn potatoes out.
But just be going a lot slower. We can see better. I kick up another gear.
And I love these signs. Truckers. Another 4 miles. Keep it in gear. Keep it in low gear.
Yep.
There's full position Jake right here. The reason I can do that is because we are heavy.
You can see that up on the far right up there going up. There's the runaway truck ramp.
We have good tires also.
Yeah. Now it's kind of in the middle of the screen.
Now see, the left coast.
The left coast
requires a drag chain trailer.
Yeah, that's
the drag chains. Right, yeah.
That way, if your brakes overheat or something or fail, you go up that and they'll come to a stop. It's not a fun ride going up there.
Over the top of the rail here.
But it's better than wiping somebody out or hurting and killing you and your anybody else around, you know.
Yeah.
He just probably went into the mountains.
That's the ones that they have over there in the other countries where it's like a big sand pit right off to the side of the highway.
We just had this bad accident here.
Oh boy. This guy is
on I-5, pretty much directly out in front of where I live. Like, I'm in from the freeway about 5 miles.
Oh, okay.
I'm reading
but it's damn near directly in line with where I live, pretty much as far as where the accident occurred. Guy hit the overpass.
If you will. It is. It is it.
Destroyed the truck, trailer. He didn't survive, unfortunately. But like
that wasn't too bad.
I was coming along the road that parallels I-5. I didn't even know about the accident until later.
Was it bad road conditions, or do you have like a health? Maybe he had a health issue. Or something.
They think, something happened. He had a heart attack, and that's what caused it. And
I've seen that happen out there a lot.
But like I came around the road that parallels and dropped down right there, and I looked over and I see something on this fucking flatbed. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Looking at it, staring at it, I'm like, and then like it finally clicks in my head what it actually is. It's a trailer. I'm like, holy shit. It was just mangled.
Damn. Hey, MMC, if you don't mind me asking, how much was you making a mile when you retired?
52 cents.
Right on.
Wayne Dexter.
I think my stepdad, when he first started, he was making like 20-something cents a mile.
Yeah, when I first started out, I started out at 22 cents a mile.
Or no, he started out like at 18 cents a mile.
See what Vail has to offer.
Yeah, I started out at 22.
And then
worked my way up, but then when you learn how to work the bonuses and
well, look at that scenery.
Yeah, and that is steep as hell right there.
Yeah, it is.
And this is where that driver got in trouble.
Yep.
Yeah, and the camera doesn't do the grade justice on how steep it really is.
Probably have a few trucks that are
it
like,
don't.
I'm gonna wait.
He's talking about putting like a gimbal system in his truck for his camera setup.
Yeah.
And that way, whenever he's on like these different grades and the angles of highways and stuff, we can be able to actually feel it a little bit.
Yeah, like right here, going down in between them mountains and everything. It's real steep. And them signs and everything will tell you, man, you still got another 6 miles. Keep it in low gear. Yeah.
Clock on the wall says 251.
Yeah, we're coming down through there.
But that is so beautiful through there, though.
Vail ought to be fun as
we were in northern Colorado. I can't remember what highway we were on at the time, but we were coming down and our brake lines froze.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for the Jake brake, we would have been screwed. And when we got to the end, my stepdad's hands and his knuckles were just solid white, like Casper the Ghost. And the look on his face, he was just pouring sweat.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I thought he was going to have a heart attack that day. Because there ain't nowhere to go but down the cliff. Something happened.
This part right here, in between here and Denver,
that's off-road recovery.
I hated it when everybody was trying to come out of Vail,
sand, and snow, and
from their weekend ski trip.
All the snow bunnies,
all the damn snow bunnies and everything, man.
4x4,
and you get in conditions like this, it's like, oh, you motherfuckers!
Recovery tool. Anyway,
I mean, they'll have that.
He's like, I'm not trying to
have the damn thing choked out with traffic.
Not wearing a jacket in the cold and stuff like that. He goes, old boy told me a long time ago.
Back in the 80s, my stepdad was in California, and he had just crossed the Bay Bridge like 30 minutes
when you say
prior to the big earthquake that hit.
Mind
when the Bay Bridge collapsed,
because it is, and starts shutting things down and makes it tough and harder on you.
There.
But when you change your mindset and
you get all them snow bunnies heading back into Denver from
really
here.
Not that cold,
man.
You get through it because
and they're all impatient.
Your body can deal with it because your mind has said it wasn't.
Probably
Anyway,
the
it's
scariest
like
moment being out there with during Hurricane Hugo in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah,
Cycle's going to be pretty fun.
I was out there.
It's the same thing like
when they had all the flooding and everything, and all the power and everything went out.
You know,
He had to ride it out. He had to ride that hurricane out inside of his truck.
And collected in driving on snow like this because
he said it felt like God was just pushing his truck across the parking lot.
I know a lot about it, but it's also
I picked up a load and I took it down to.
But I still get anxiety at times. Usually it's in
Georgia when I think it was Irma that came through.
Every time
I pulled into the truck stop and it was completely empty because everybody went on down to Jacksonville, Florida, and got parked. And I went to bed and I parked out in the middle of the truck stop away from everything, and the wind started blowing and I was rocking and rolling. And I get up the next morning and I'm like, man, I am so lucky. And I pulled my curtains open and everything.
Just relax in it.
And my truck was surrounded by linemen.
Yourself.
And they took all their buckets and everything and they put it up over my trailer and over my cab.
Really not that bad.
While they went and stayed the night in the hotel.
More than it is, because, well, it is.
I was like,
to drive in.
When they came back, I was like, man, I appreciate everything that you guys did. And they were like, man, you were the only one out here. We didn't want you to get blown away.
Like I said, my driving changes per
That's cool shit.
foot.
Yeah.
As I roll along.
But the power was out.
We're at 24
there was
degrees
no
right
water.
now.
And one thing I've learned, you always carry extra water with you and everything.
So highway changes, I change.
And they were like, we can't find nowhere to get coffee. And I'm like, hold on. I broke up the coffee pot, man, and started brewing coffee for them.
Did you guys down?
I'm not chaining that. We don't need to.
And they had the microwavable sandwiches and everything for breakfast. And I was like, here, give them here. I'll throw them in the microwave and warm them up for you.
Instead of melt on it.
Did you guys hear about this tweet from Kathy Griffin?
No.
She tweeted out, she's like, if you don't want a civil war, vote Democrats in November. If you do want a civil war, vote Republican.
Oh, Jesus.
How does that help shit?
How's that even allowed to be out there?
Exactly.
Not to mention, we don't need to.
This is coming from the same,
the
wench that fucking ran around with someone's head.
You have good tires.
Yeah.
And a lot of weight.
Oh, it was comedic artistry. Bullshit, bitch.
But yeah, artists that are singing a song can't have their shit fucking put out.
Slows you down right here, so I try to
Snoop did the same thing in that one video.
It's like somebody kind of spun out there.
I can't remember what video it was, but it was one of his most recent ones. That's why I don't mess around with mainstream music.
When I'm driving like this,
I'll listen to old shit like Bob Seger and shit like that from back in the day, but ZZ Top and some stuff. But other than
George Thorogood,
it's when you don't want to do anything.
Oh yeah,
George.
I got to see him live when I was 8 years old.
Out of the ordinary.
Fuck yeah!
Like turkey wheel. I wouldn't worry about the brake, the throttle when you're heavy, but you kind of
George
brake and stuff
Thorogood
like
and
that.
the Delaware Destroyers
In the ditch.
That's the ones.
Yep.
I think we might have that window cooled off enough. It's getting there.
Yeah, my mom was pregnant with me, and she went and seen Bob Seger in concert. She was probably like 2-3 months along, maybe at that time.
This is the 195, 190 mark.
She was
that they make us chained up on.
8 months pregnant, I think, and she went and seen Elvis Presley in concert.
As you can see, it's not that bad.
Go.
Sunshine.
Her sister had passed away in January of '77, And my mom was at the service, and she ends up passing out. So they took her over to the hospital. Doctor comes in and says, "Oh, there ain't really much wrong with you other than congratulations, you're pregnant." She's like, "Bullshit." And he's like, "No, I'm serious. You are. We've done the test 3 times. Yeah, congratulations." And she's like, "That's impossible. I had my tubes tied in '73."
So you can see there, it's just a gradual grade.
He said, "Well, I guess they came untied."
So there's the next part.
See how fast that cleared? The snow just disappeared off of the road, man.
Yeah, that weather's crazy out there.
It's like, this isn't really.
And then you come around another bend of the mountain, and it'll be back to the blowing snow and shit. And
I think we got our window cold enough. So even
nah,
this
he's
here
done
is
got down low enough in elevation.
It's not even that bad.
Yeah.
Well, we'll end this video here
Washington's
for
really
now.
beautiful to drive through in the wintertime, too.
If we get into some more
Washington.
fun weather, I will just do another video.
That's one thing I liked about up there. In Flagstaff, we came through there one time, man, and it just like someone took icing and just put all over the trees. It looked like you were on a cake decoration, but it was so beautiful.
But yeah, like up in around Olympia and Tacoma and
what about Olympia?
Well, it's beautiful up in there.
Oh yeah,
it's like the light at the end of the tunnel.
I think it's a shithole, but okay.
Well, I'm talking like the mountain range, the scenery.
Oh yeah, no, the scenery's nice. The towns are shit, but.
And what you got that national park up there?
Which one? We got a lot of them.
Olympic, I think.
Oh, the Olympic Peninsula, Olympic Mountains.
Yeah.
Olympic National Forest, I think is actual.
Yeah, it's really beautiful up in there.
Yeah. Yeah, where I'm at is Capitol Forest, which is another state park.
Tacoma was always pretty neat to go through too.
I used to.
I mean, this is back.
Turd in a toilet, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah, this was years ago before all that BS started happening.
Yeah, Tacoma's always been like the one place that you avoid here.
Like Portland, I thought that place was awesome and beautiful the first time I went through there years ago, and then I went through there probably about 10 years ago to visit my brother for the first time, and it was still cool, but it started getting kind of shitty. And then now it's like last time I went through there, they were all rioting and burning shit down, and I had to go to the Union Station there to transfer and go to come south, and I was just like, damn.
Is there anything that you want?
All right, gentlemen.
What up, Scott?
I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night.
All right, brother.
All right, Scott.
I appreciate it, man. Stopping by.
I appreciate you letting us chat it up like that, man. I had a good time.
I'll see you guys on the next one.
All right.
Not a problem, brother. You take it easy.
All right.
So
you have a good one,
still
Turtle.
Sticking around, or?
Yeah, we can hang out backstage for a minute if you guys want and chat it up. Scott don't mind.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.